Yourself. Glorious Friday! Unmute yourself, idiot. Yeah, there we go. This sound, woo! I'm off to a good start on a glorious Friday. I messed it up already. I've messed it up already. The little button doesn't like to work sometimes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Where is it? There. 21 hours this time tomorrow. We would have finished watching the opening game of the Rugby World Cup this time tomorrow. How good? How good is that? I hope you're all excited. You should be all excited because it's going to be an epic 2 months of Rugby World Cup action. So I hope you're all doing well on this Friday. I've got a big pile of crap for today. We're going to be joined later by a guest that you may have seen, you may know. We're going to try a new, what is it, a show, a video, something like that. Yeah, and you guys are going to be guinea pigs. So, yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know how it's going to go. We're just going to have a bit of a crack. We're going to have a bit of a jam. And, yeah, see what's happening. See how it goes and see if it's fun, see if it's exciting or not, or what. So that's the plan. But first, you may notice when we started, we have to fix this stuff, man. We have to fix this shit big time. We've got some massive, massive problems. So I thought we'd do that for a while until we crack into start our new video series thingy and see how that goes. I'll explain more about that when we get to it. And when we have our lucky guest who will join the show as well. So I hope you're doing well for a Friday. It's a glorious Friday. I just need to tell him he needs to do more. He needs more topics to give a bit of a hinter away what he needs to sort out. But yeah, it should be good. But first, we need to sort this. 3 each, right? Because I saw the Irish team last night, right? So Ireland named their team. And I was like, oh yeah, we got Ireland. Cool. Let's see. Sam Lewis, Allen, probably won't be till Monday. Just because new season. I have to allow people their choices. And I kind of leave it for a couple of days normally till everyone has their votes and say, well, even though it's pretty unanimous where we're going. But still, I like to leave it for a couple of days. I'll let people have their choices. So, and I've got to make a new intro, which I've done about 80% of, plus all the new changes and all that sort of stuff as well. So it normally takes a couple of days to change over to a new season. So I think we'll target that for Monday. But in the meantime, we're going to have what we're recording today, or streaming today, and going to cut out into a video. That'll go out later on today. Maybe a bit of a preview for the opening round. I'm not really too sure if I'm going to bother with that much or not. Again, we may do that on stream after that, and I'll just cut that out as well. Because I'm always curious as what you guys think is going to happen in the opening games. But yeah, Monday, Sam will be back. Full flurry. Man, I've got my voice is kind of like 90% better. Oh, you know how good that feels? Oh, it feels insane. Oh, but yeah, look out for Monday, Alan. I hope you've all got your coffee. Now, as I say, my voice feels better. It gets all croaky. This this is an All Blacks Cup, right? You probably, you can't, I'm going to literally tip it out if I show you. And it used to be one of those ones where you'd like, if it got hot, you'd like be able to see, I can't remember what you saw. But yeah, it used to be one of those. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, dude? We're nice and early today. It feels good, man. I've been up for like an hour already. Woo! Ready to go. It's amazing. Hope you're doing well, man. I think the All Blacks are going to show their response to France tomorrow. D-Mac not being on the bench is strange. No, they don't really like D-Mac, eh? I don't know why. He's versatile. I just... So, Aaron, hopefully during, maybe the latter parts, because I have a shit ton of players to make, Aaron. Absolute insane amount of players. I think about out of, what have we got, about 30-something players? Nearly 40, I think. I think 3 of them were on the fan hub. So, god damn, I've got a lot of players to make. And for the World Cup stuff coming up, I've been, struggling for time to do that, let alone the players. So, yeah, we will get to it. Less than 24 hours, Daniel, you're right. You see it. Oh, hang on. 21 hours, 54 minutes. Woohoo! We will talk about that at some stage. The team, we saw England's team overnight and Argentina overnight as well. I think the Pumas are going to win that. But maybe after we do this video /show/series, we'll do a bit of a preview of the opening games, see what teams there are, and go from there. I want to get rid of that because that absolutely... No, actually, I don't want to get rid of that. Bamboozles me. That is very cool. Nice. I'm just playing around. I'm playing around with the future. Am I going to watch France versus New Zealand? Hell yes! I'll be getting up at 6:30 tomorrow, Daniel, to watch that game. We'll be streaming as well. We'll be streaming... and on Discord. But I don't know what all the games we're streaming today are going to be. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that as we go. Okay. Is this teams to win, Aaron? Is this teams that are going to win the opening round? I like this. This is good. This is good. Oh, what? Where'd it go? I was about to read it. You got rid of it, dude. What games are going to play today? I don't know if we'll get to any games today. Daniel, we've like I was saying before, we've got a show we're going to start. We're going to have a guest coming on. We're going to start around the first episode of it. So, you guys are going to be the audience, I guess. You can chip in. It's kind of one of those shows where you can have your say as well. The match starts 21:15. What's that? 9, 9:15? Oh, really? Starts at like 7 for me. It's crazy. Like 20 hours. So 4 hours back from now, it's like, that's 21 hours. So 3 hours back from now, and it's like 9 o'clock, just after 9. So you're 7 a.m. I'm going to need a lot of these. And energy drinks. Especially when it gets to the rounds where there's like 4 games. But that's just absurd. That is just crazy. But it'll be cool. It'll be cool anyway. We'll see how we go. But first we've got to do... I might do that on Wednesday. Because I'm going to be... I'll probably be streaming during a Monday World Cup game. So we won't be doing a normal rugby game stream on Monday. I'll probably just do the match-up in the morning. I'll do Wednesday and again Friday, depending what game's on. Oh, here we go. He's back. Right. Here we go, Aaron. You're back. Teams to win opening week. Oh, I like that. You fixed it. Well done. New Zealand are going to win. Hang on. We got to... Where's the matches gone? Matches. Here we go. Right. He thinks New Zealand's going to beat France. Italy beat Namibia. Okay, yeah. Ireland beat Romania. Yeah. Easy. Australia, did you see that Georgian team? I think that Georgian team might be a bit of a struggle. But, yeah, I think the Aussies will still win. Yeah, I agree. Argentina look bloody good. That team looks really nice. I agree with Argentina there. Japan to beat Chile, yep. South Africa, Scotland, I think the Springboks will win too. As much as I'd love Scotland to get up for that. And Fiji, I agree with you, man. I agree with every of your picks. See what I mean? Monday... Honestly, we'll be streaming definitely that one. I might get up and watch that, or I will get up and watch that. Whether we'll stream or not, I'm not sure. At 4 a.m. We'll see. I don't be yelling around like a dickhead at 4 a.m. Oh, who cares about the neighbours? Maybe I will be. Maybe I will. We'll see how it goes. But regardless, been watching since Highlands career mode. That was a good career mode, dude. That was a really cool one. That was before the Highlanders actually won. So that was like early 2010s, which I think is about when I started the channel. What the hell, Daniel? I don't think France or New Zealand will win tomorrow. What do you think it's going to be, a draw? What on earth? Surely not. Surely not a draw. I need more coffee. Wow. I noticed the Good for the Game lads. So I'm doing a video with tonight in about 12 hours from now. 12 and a half hours from now, I'll be doing a stream with Good for the Game. Who are generally guys that look at betting more than they look at, well, they look at the actual games, but they look at it from a betting perspective. So, got a bit of research to do for that one. But I saw that their picks were going for a draw as well, because it's paying very highly for a draw. So, very unlikely. But they think it might happen. So, you're not the only one, Daniel, that thinks that it might be a draw tomorrow. So, we will see. We will see. We will. That would be a weird way to start a World Cup, though, eh? What's up, All About Rugby? How you doing, my man? It'll be a really weird way to start a World Cup. You gotta watch the stream or play 2011 World Cup. Good on you. Good on you. See, we need the champs from the Northern Hemisphere, because we need to fix our fantasy team, which is in all sorts of disarray because of this. Because of this. Oh, what's up, Callum? How you doing, dude? We need to look at... This is the problem. I've literally just put in Ireland, and I've spelt it wrong as well. I'm off to a great start. Irish... Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Sup, Jacko? Good. Good to see a few of you are showing up. We need to, fix this team. This is my problem now. Give these bloody... What's this? Andy, I'm pumped. Oh, it's a carrot. Okay. Why do they not have their... What the hell? Oh, here's the team here. Right. What a weird way to do it. So this is my problem now. Now, we picked our team like a week ago. Jack Morgan, very good pick. Yeah, well, Wales haven't picked their team yet, so... I'm holding on Jacko, but this here, like, okay, now this is our fantasy team, right? Now we pick Sheehan, not, oh, there's got a wee cross on it. Oh no, I'll refresh it, see if anything's changed. Right, so we got to chop Sheehan, we got to chop Van der Fleer because they're not playing. Gabrisi's been selected, Ringrose, Ramos, Capazzo, Ioane have all been selected. Yeah, no, Sheehan. Yeah, that's exact. I looked at it last night when I saw the Irish team and I was like, shit. And then I saw Van der Fleer, I was like, shit. It's Kitshoff and Maholborough, even though it doesn't have the tick. They've both been selected. So we're good there. Yes, we've got to swap Sheehan. So that's why I'm hoping the Northerners are going to come about in the next hour or so, or half an hour before we get our show guest on. And we can fix this team. So straight away, we've got to get rid of these guys. Transfer them out. Van der Fleer's got to go. Yep, gone. Oh, what did I do that for? Transfer out. Okay, right. We're in transfer mode, obviously. Chocowaters, I'm pretty sure Thomas Williams not playing either. Did Wales name their team? Right, hang on. Oh, they have named their team, haven't they? Yes, they did. Wales Rugby, here we go. What the hell is going on? Screw this. Rugby World Cup just shares all the teams straight away. See the Australians. Ben Donaldson at fullback. What the hell? Australia. Right, there's England. Right, we got no Englishman. Chocowaters is playing. Okay, so Chocowaters is playing. So we are... Okay, here's Wales. Right, Gareth Davis is playing. Tommy Williams is on the bench, but you're right. We don't want to pick a Montoya. Is a great pick, Jack. I like Montoya, but my knowledge is very Southern Hemisphere based, so that's why I'm going to do this and rely on you guys to help me out. Jack Morgan's playing, grand. Ryan Elias, I'm not going to go that Welsh route there. Right, so Okay, you guys are right, actually. Who was the other one? Thomas Williams. Okay, he's got to go too. Salvia's playing. Jack Morgan's playing. Guido Pitti is... Oh, shit. I forgot about Guido Pitti. Argentina. No, he's not playing. Right, so we've got to swap out Guido as well. Crap. This team's all gone to shit. Up the AB, Stills. Good to see you, my man. What are you doing up this early? It's like 9:30 in the morning, dude. Why are you up? You don't normally get up till like midday. Yeah, Colin, we will be doing one. From probably mid-opening ceremony, we'll do something. I wish they'd updated this. He's getting ready for work on a Friday. That sucks, dude. So, Chocowatas is playing. Good. Salvia's playing. Jack Morgan's playing. Don't know about Cornelison yet. If they named the Japanese side yet, I'm not too sure. Here it is. Look at this. Ben Donaldson at 15. Eddie Jones. You're a crazy man. You're doing one too? God, sweet as. Good luck to you. Don't steal all the viewers. Japan have not named their team. What team should you be? Oh, dude, Italy. What am I doing here? Okay, don't care about all that crap. Right, we don't have a Japanese team yet. So, right, we've established ourselves 26.5 points. Right. Hooker. Who do we get at hooker? We had Sheehan, who was 9 points. Marks would dominate. We could go full Springbok front row. Malcolm Marks is starting. I don't want to go on Englishman. No, Guido Pitti's not. Jack, he is out. It's Lavanini and... Oh, crap, I've forgotten already. Alimano, I think. Yeah, Alimano. There's your Argentinian side, Jacko. So, yeah, no Guido Pitti. He's on the bench, but... Nah, we don't go for benches yet. Chocowates has, though, if you've picked Chocowates. I'm thinking hookers. Right, I need to... Hearing has started. You simulate it, Daniel. Simulate it. Yeah. Do it 100 times. Just don't be... Actually, no, don't. Don't be an idiot like me and do that. I do like Montoya. Who's starting for Argentina, actually? It is Montoya. Against England, though. That's the concern. I'll get rid of this, actually. And go next fixture. So Dane Coles isn't playing. I don't care about the All Blacks. Who's got good game? Like, who's... Ireland do, but do we just go for Hearing? Because he starts for Ireland and they're playing Romania? Springboks team versus Scotland on Sunday. Yeah, we did see the Springboks team. Oh, DuPont at 9. Oh, I was trying to stay away from that. I don't want to go the sheep route. We could look for a scrum half. I mean, why is Ireland playing Gibson Park? He's trash. He is trash. I mean, we could go Faf. They are playing Scotland, though. I don't want to go DuPont or Smith. Not yet. No, they'll cash in points later on. Defensively, though, Antoine DuPont could be the call. We do have 26 points. But we've got 4 players. Adam Beard for the 4? Simulate the game. What's up, Bears? 10. Good evening. It's good morning. Coffee time. Stop you for a beer. Now, Bears is the man. We've got to change our team. Bears, we've got to change our team. Watching my brain. What the hell? There's not much going on up here. It's pretty empty. It's pretty bloody empty, but we've got to sort something out. I like my props. I can throw another South African. I do have one spot for another Springbok who plays Scotland. I don't want to go too much I don't want to rely too much on the Welsh, but I could go for another. Who's a really good... Who's the best Welshman in that? Let's have a look at that team. I wouldn't mind another... What the hell? What the hell, Twitter? X. Whatever the hell you call yourself now. Sup, Fallon? I need your help, brother. England. Oh, dude, how did that game go, Bears? I seen you were going to that. I didn't realise it was today. That Barbars team was stacked, eh? That was an amazing team. They are playing now. They are playing. You're right. Now, Cullum, you're right. Reece Sammet and Josh Adams. Oh, you guys were paying the shit out of Josh Adams last time we did this. I like Josh Adams. We could just go Gareth Davis and go another Frenchman. They are playing. Are they Romania? I can't even remember now. No, Fiji. Ireland's playing Romania. I have to pick some Irishmen. Wow. Tryfest. Barbara's put 50 on Bristol. An entertaining watch. Holy hell, dude. That is a crackerjacker. Stuff the Aussies. I think they're going to lose. Ireland. We've got to pick a couple of players out of this Irish team. What do you guys reckon? A Tide Byrne or a Armani? I'm not picking Gibson Park just out of spite of how shit he is. James Lowe might not be a bad shout. Should go off Ringrose. Oh, we don't have outside backs. I don't think we've got any backs, do we? Just the scrum half. Okay, no backs. Loose forwards. What do you guys reckon about Omani? McCarthy from Ireland at lock? Okay. James Ryan, actually. How much is James Ryan? I like James Ryan. Jeez, we're going back to the locks now. He's 8.5. Tide Byrne is 8.5 too. So we did drop a really cheap lock. I see what you're doing here, Jacko. I see what you're doing. Where's McCarthy? How cheap is he? He's not that cheap. I can't even see him. Oh, there he is. 6.5, dude. 6.5, you reckon? McCarthy has impressed Mr. Farrell. What's up, Gregor? Good to see you. You're the brain I want, my friend. Max out the 3 picks. I agree, Bears. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm looking at this, and I'm like, do I go Hearing? Because I need a hooker. Okay, I need a back rower and a second rower. And a scrum half. Bloody hell. So I can't go too heavy. All right, 6.5 left, so picked him. I like James Ryan, though. But then I've got to cheap out on a hooker or a loose forward. Will Rowlands is a good cheap lock to pick. Sup, Trevor? Is he playing? I presume he must be if you've selected it. You've suggested he is playing. Oh, I see Adam Beard. Yeah, right. Wales. They are playing Fiji. The hooker is the one that's got me. I think we've got plenty of options at lock, and we've got plenty of options in the back row. But it's hooker and scrum half. Do we commit to... Where do we commit the better player to? We've got 2 Welshmen. We've got to get 3 Irishmen. That's the thing. Do we go Hearing? Or do we go Marks? Hearing and Gibson Park? Hearing, you sold me. Gibson Park, no. You fancy Fiji to beat Wales? Yeah, I don't disagree, dude. Gregor, I do not disagree with you at all. But there's more to this selection thing than just winning the game, though, which is cool, because that means you can actually get lesser team players that perform exceptionally well. That will get you more points than a team that plays than a player that plays like crap and wins the game. So you can easily pick a passenger on a winning team. Doesn't mean you're going to get as many points as a Romanian who just defends his socks off. I reckon Wales will shock you guys. God damn, man. You're making this hard. Marks might get more points than Hearing. You're so true, Piers. A bunch of bin men from Romania bound to get points. Maravesi at hooker. Well, that's... Have Fiji named their team, though? I don't think they have. So we could leave that spot. I like your idea, Trevor. I do like your idea of Matavesi. There he is. 7. Way cheaper than Sheehan. Herring will give us an extra point. There's Montoya as well. Now, we've not considered the Argentinian, but I don't know. I don't want to commit too many Argentinians up against England. We could throw in the Fijian hooker, Matavesi. Gets loads of turnovers. I like that. Right. Okay. Let's plan something out here. Who was the two Irish guys? Oh, Herring and Gibson Park, Beers says. Want Wales and other home nations to do well? Fair. I think there'll be a lot of support for them. I do like James Ryan. And Omani. I'm surprised no one's jumped on the Omani train here. Omani versus Romania is going to go nuts, isn't he? Surely. Power carrier like that, surely he's going to go bananas. Like, picking a couple of engine room guys there. Or Todd Byrne. See, I'm tossing up Byrne. Does Byrne listed as a lock or is he listed as a back row? Because to me, is he more of a lock or a back row? He is listed as a lock. He's playing in the back row. World Rugby, sort your shit out. He's playing the back row more often. Well, he's probably 50-50, isn't he? Ryan for an 8.5. And then just Malcolm Marks as well we could throw in. So we could go another... We've got to cheap out somewhere, though. We have to cheap out somewhere. 26 points for 4 players. What's that on average? Come on, mathematicians. It's only like 6 points each, isn't it? Yeah, 7 points. No, 6.5. Crap. 6.5 on average. So we've got to get a cheapo somewhere. We've got to get a cheapo. Look, yeah, Jacko might be right. The locks might be the way to go. Can't get any Italians. Jeez, here we are. We are a bit thin here. Right, how much is it at Gibson Park? Not that I really want to go that way. Far out, he's 9. That's a rip-off. What loose forwards can we pick up here? We've got Jack. See, Omani's only at 6.5. It's right on budget. I do like Omani. Don't know why I clicked there. How much is a hooker, Marks? He'll be expensive, right? He's 10. Piss off. Ain't got no budget for that. Right, 3 players, 20 points. 7 each is 21, so we're just under 7 each. We've got to get a cheapie somewhere. A hooker is so crucial, though. I feel at the lock is the place to go for a cheapie. So where do we find the cheapie that we can get one more expensive guy later on? I reckon it's lock. It's got to be lock. But we've got to go to something like this. We're looking... How much was Matavesi? I did like that suggestion. A 7. He's more expensive than my budget. Who's a cheap hooker then? Like, Montoya's a 7.5. Has Scotland named their team? I don't think they have yet, have they? Cherry would be alright. What if we go for Elias for Wales? What do you guys reckon about Elias? Because he is starting. Herring's a bit expensive. I don't want to go the Romanian. I can't go an Italian. Marks is too expensive. I like Omani. I mean, I could go Omani and Byrne. But Byrne was up, yes, 8.5. Jesus. The French locks are less than that. McCarthy, I go back to McCarthy, Jack. Oh, hang on, the Argentinians, though. Hang on, the Argentinians. Lavanini's only 6. How much is, This is my go-to. This is my go-to here. Okay, Wales and Argentina, my boys. Lavanini, Alimano. Is Alimano more? Oh, Alimano might be cheaper. Oh, he is. 5.5. Really? How much is a Tolje? You're dreaming, mate, if you think a Tolje is going to do you any good. He's 7. Oh, you picked up our boy Jack Morgan. You scumbag. I'm going Alimano. Here you go. Okay. Right, I like this. I've picked up a full point of extra. Now I've got 14.5. I can go 7 and a 7.5. A 7 and a 7.5 for hooker and for scrum half. I like it. I like it. I can't quite go marks. Jeez, if I could cheap out. I could go 6 and an 8. No, actually. I could go 6.5 and an 8. Woo-hoo-hoo. Placed Olive on. How much is Olive on? I've got my back row. I'm happy with Omani, actually. I think he's going to be a monster. He is a monster. Why are you guys not fans of Omani anymore? You guys loved him before. I'm surprised you've gone back on him. I'm sticking with Omani. It's Romania. It's the other thing. I need a third Irishman. Do we go with... We could go Hearing. They are going to dominate the scrum. They are going to dominate the line out. Okay, I'll go with Hearing. Now I've got 3 Irishmen now. I need a scrum half. I have 6.5 left. What are my options? Gareth Davis. Who's a scrum half for Argentina? Bertrano. I can't believe Up and Answer is 7 points. Bertrano is 7. Damn it. They are playing England, though. And I got 2 I don't want to go 3 Argentinians. France, New Zealand final. That's the way it always goes. Who's starting 9 for Australia? Tate. Tate will be a bit expensive. Only he'll be up the top. No, he's not. He's 7.5 as well. All right. I go Horn. I mean, Scotland haven't named their team yet, which is a bit of a bugger. I could swap out. Who does... They play South Africa, though. I can't even go Upper Hudson from Georgia. Haven't they named their team Georgia? I'm sure that... There they go. Upper Hudson. Oh, he's not playing. He's not even on the bench. Oh, he is on the bench. They're playing Lobson Hunter instead. Okay. Who is even more expensive. Another All Blacks World Cup win. Good stuff, Daniel. I like your work. Sup, Jackal? Hi! It's great to be able to do that. Holy shit. I've not been able to do that for 2 weeks. At 6.5, I'm stuck here. Unless some other teams change. Cabelli's... I don't think Cabelli's even on the bench, is he? He's not. Bezaviles is. I could go with Bez. No, screw the bench. I'm kind of going with Davis now. I've got to go with the Welsh guy. I don't have much other option. I've overcommitted. See, I don't think Artie Savia is a great... Oh, no, he's a great defender, isn't he? Okay, no, we've got to go... We've got to go the Welshman. I kind of feel like we do. Fiji. Have Fiji named their team? I don't think they have they? Gareth Davis played well against Fiji. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of stuck with that, aren't I? Romania, Fiji haven't. I don't trust any Romanians. They got a couple of good players in that pack, but up against Ireland, there's no chance. You're dreaming. I don't want to go any Wallabies. They are playing Georgia, though. They are playing Georgia. I probably should have grabbed a Wallaby or two. Georgia might give them a run, though. It's kind of one of those games you don't really want to touch. I think their defence is going to be solid. If anything, I'll go here and go like a Shirakadze, their captain, just because he's a solid defensive player. He's a good distributor. Oninashvili for an attacker. He's very good from the back. Liam Williams would be a good shout too. I think this is going to change a lot. This is going to change a shitload. Ben Youngs, go home, man. Go home. England have named their team, haven't they? They're not even playing Ben Youngs. What are you talking about? He's not even on the bench, dude. They're playing Alex Mitchell. Isn't Alex Mitchell the guy they picked to replace Van Poortveld? So you pick three scrum halves. One gets injured, right? And the guy you pick to replace him, you put straight into the number 9. Why did they pick him in the first place? What a kick in the nuts that is for Kieran Youngs. I know they're like 100 years old, but still. I guess the Fijian scrum halves might not be a bad call either. Yeah, I actually, Kuravoli at 5.5 means we could do more. Japan are playing Chile. Why am I not putting more Japanese players in here? They're playing Chile. They just haven't picked their team yet. Oh, see, I've committed too much. I don't think I need... The superstars aren't the way to go. You've got to be more shrewd than that. You've got to be more shrewd. Japan versus Chile. Chile will give Japan a good game. Man, you guys are tough, man. Well, I'm going to put Gareth Davis in there because he fills our quota perfectly. But we can make changes. I've literally not changed anything. I've swapped an Irish hooker and an Irish back rower for an Irish hooker and an Irish back rower. A Welsh scrum half for a Welsh scrum half. And an Argentinian lock for an Argentinian lock. Oh, God. I'll work on this. That's not the finished article. And like Beers has said in the past of how this works, until they play, they're not locked in. So, Savia and Ramos are going to get locked in first, but we could, the Chukwueze is selected, Davis is, so my back row is all, my back line is all selected. My back row is all selected. They try to, but Chile is not on the level of Tonga, dude. Come on. Tonga should smoke Chile. I don't know about Cornelsen. These guys are all selected. Alimano is selected. I agree, Beers. Yes. I agree. I think a Japanese 9 might fill the void here. I do like this. I like my Italians. I'm good with my Italians. I'm good with my Irishmen. My front row, yeah, I don't like the big names. I don't like Savia and I don't like Ramos. I like them, but I just don't think they're going to cash in like some players will against weaker nations. That's my long thought. I don't think Gareth Davis is going to... yeah. It's Fiji as well. I'm already writing out Aussie, just saying. Can't wait for Wales to play Portugal. See, you gotta be super shrewd, dude. You gotta be super shrewd. I'm picking that for now, but you gotta pick something up from the opening game. Ramos is going to goal kick. He's 3 points on the wing. The Italians won't last more than round one anyway. And we'll go with more kickers. Yeah, Wales, anyone in Portugal will be big points. Now, Dills, I'm done. I'm done, and I agree with Beers. I'm going to wait until Japan name their team, and potentially we'll go with it, and Fiji actually, and Fiji, because okay, so we're gonna lock in Savi and Ramos. That's tomorrow morning. That's game one. That's in. Apparently, last time it was resounding. Gabrisi, no question. I know Tommaso Allen is starting at 15. And Capazzo's at the back. So, Capazzo's on the wing, sorry. So, literally, this is the Italian wingers. Capazzo and Ioane. So, everyone was resoundingly that Gabrisi was going to kick. Like, not even a question. So, hence why we went with Gabrisi. Because this fantasy lists Allen as a 10. It doesn't list him as a 15, even though it seems like he's going to play there a bit more. We've got a brick wall back row. I like Jack Morgan. Momani's good. Alimano scares me a bit, but again, could we go... no, a lock. A Japanese lock. Or a Fiji... No, it's a bit far for the Fijians. Where's the Japanese locks? There they are. Right, I don't really want to go another Japanese lock. Yeah, Beers, I agree. What's up, Brandon? I am here. How are you? I'm good, dude. How are you? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I think we'll stick with that. But you got time, you know. You don't have to lock it in before the start of the round, so we can lock in now. It doesn't say who kicks, eh? Like that's the thing. I wouldn't mind another Argentinian. No, I've got two. An Australian wouldn't hurt, but they're probably too expensive for what they are. Sup, Wolf? Who was I looking for here? Yeah, Isley, yeah. So, yeah, Tommaso Allen, Tommy Allen starting at the back. I mean, you could easily go... Astros got the win yesterday? Yeah! I don't know why. Don't know why I'm celebrating that, but good on the Astros. They'll be playing again today, no doubt. Capazzo's the man there. Monty Ioane, I like. Yeah, I'm all good with that. Astros, baseball team. Football starts today, NFL. Kicks off today. Might watch that, actually. I don't like this Irish team. They've rested players I wanted to use. See, I think a guy like Keenan's going to go bananas. James Lowe's probably going to score points for free. Oh, you're off today. Playing the Padres tomorrow. Good stuff. It is a lone chat, Callum. No one really tunes into Twitch. I don't know why people don't like Twitch. They prefer YouTube. Whether it's people that already subscribe on YouTube, get notifications there, I don't know. But that's the way it is. I'm there. I'm still on Twitch. You guys can join. Oh, maybe I have to wear a Yankees shirt tomorrow. Dills, why don't people like Twitch? Tell me. I guess if I went solely on Twitch... but I think it's because, yeah, people get notifications on YouTube and they're like, oh, cool, click. Whereas not many people follow as many on Twitch, so they get the YouTube notifications. Opening game of the NFL. What did you say? Someone said it before. Lions and the Chiefs. Should be fun. Don't know what time it is. Might have to look it up and see who's playing what time it is. So this afternoon we can watch that too. Okay, right. Oh crap. I'm done enough. Oh, we've got time for our main man. Let's see what of a disaster this is going to be. Let's see what a disaster this is going to be. See if this works. Well, so far so good. So far so good. Yellow carded once after 10 seconds of being subbed on. What the hell, Jack? Why so angry, dude? Texans playing the Ravens on Sunday. What does YouTube have a wee heart at 12 on the road? We're doing this for now, Fallon, and then we're going to. I did not see the UFC. Oh, Fallon, why are you here, Fallon? 2K's out, isn't it? I see all the people on Twitch and stuff are on it. I thought you'd be all over it like an oily rag. 12:30, sweet petite. How do I? See if we get the man. Paulinho is going to join us for something a little bit special. See how we go. A little bit of a World Cup themed.
Now you can hear me.
Oh, we can hear him. He's there. Look at that.
You see me?
I can't see you. But can everyone hear you? That's the big question.
Oh, are there people? Oh, yeah.
We're already live, dude. We are already live. This is Friday morning. It's Friday TRYDAY. Stream day.
How do I?
They can't see you yet, though, but they can hear you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. How do I turn the bloody video camera on?
The thing is, Paul, you've never done a chill out, like just normal chat shit stream. All your streams are very organized, like structured, right?
Yeah, but I also don't have horrible echo like you do either.
Do I? Nah.
You sound like good today. Let me close the curtain so you can actually see me.
Audio sounds fine. What are you on about? Sounds fine. Not Brett, no. You should tell by the voice. Hang on. So here we go. This is going to be fun. So this is the idea. Let me go into studio mode and change this around.
Just a studio. So where are we live?
Just in the audio, I wouldn't have that, mate. Doesn't really sound that bad. It doesn't sound that bad. What was that?
Actually, I can't see the live chat. You can. It's the other thing.
Oh, well, you can easily go on the stream there, you know.
I just realised I'm using the wrong camera.
Oh, look at that. It fits you perfectly.
Oh, it seems like the right camera, but I just don't think you're looking at it.
Now, I need to adjust mine because for this, see, I can look about the same space as you now, but here we go. You're not going to see this, but for everyone else, it might look quite cool.
So are we on YouTube, or where are we?
We're on YouTube and we're on Twitch. Look at that.
Okay. But I can join YouTube and I can see the YouTube comments, but I can't join Twitter. I can't. It's yeah. All right. Either way, I can't see the comments, folks. So
don't worry.
Yeah,
there's no one's really on Twitch anyway, so it's all more from YouTube.
More from YouTube. Okay, so you can just
Here we go. It's Paul, everyone. I've made myself smaller. Paul from New Zealand Sports Radio. Yay! Yay! Woo! Woo! So we are. I'll explain this to you now. This is, I don't know. This is kind of rip off of PTI, right? That was my idea. So we have topics with timers. Hang on, I got this yesterday. I thought you'd be proud. If I can find it. Gotta get the sound up. So when your time runs out, you're out of time.
Didn't hear a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you not hear a thing? It's about as loud as you can go.
People
it's
hear
going
it
up.
People hear it on the channel.
It's going up three. It's going up three. As much as my voice is going up.
Oh, it's clearly you're not putting it by the right microphone.
That would be a concern, wouldn't it? That would be a concern. But it is the right microphone.
No, there was no noise from your
Jack heard it. He said, "Oh, my ears." Jack heard the whistle.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Discord cancels the auto. For God's sake, Discord. Why? Actually,
There you go.
there's the whistle.
Oh, yeah,
Well, there you
go.
go.
Yep.
Because I talked at the same time, that's why.
Ah.
Yeah, good old Discord. Oh, actually, I could, hang on. I can go, look, I can just get rid of Paul there. I can go in and try and turn off. Look at that. There we go. Now it's always on.
Disappeared, but there is grey on the screen because I've got a delay on the YouTube, but
You can still hear me now, right? See if that makes a difference.
I can hear you on Discord, yes.
It does cancel it out. Cool.
Turn the volume off on YouTube.
Well, everyone else can hear the whistle going.
that's good. That's good for them.
Stupid Discord. That didn't really work.
This is why StreamYard's so good.
No, because it's got audio cancelling noise as well. It considers it noise, not voice.
Yeah, but most of what you say is noise.
Not disagreeing with you. I can automatically adjust sensitivity. Oh wow, now it's always on.
Do you want to do a show, or just want to just piss around?
Did that change?
With your computers. Hey folks, this is the live stream of
you heard that
pissing around with his computers.
You heard that, didn't you? You heard that.
Oh.
Did you not?
Again? Just a little squeak.
That's all we need. Right. So we're playing to the whistle. That's what it's all about. That's the simpleness of it. It's simple. It's easy, and that's all we need to do. We've got topics. Paul's got topics.
What?
Yeah, you've got topics. And you know what?
Oh,
I didn't even read your message yesterday. Soundboard on Discord. Then everyone else can't hear it, you see? So we've got to adapt. I'll put it right up to the microphone and kill everyone's ears. Because it's going so loud. Oh, that works quite well, actually. I quite like my little background here.
Cool.
That's worked quite well. That took me a few hours to make last night. Dills would be proud. He wouldn't be. He'd hate me. You got a coffee?
Coffee.
There's only 21 hours till the World Cup starts, right? You know?
You've got a countdown. My God.
Yeah. It's not on this scene, though, but on the normal scene, I do. Yeah. Right, so the way this works, we've got topics. 6 topics. 6 3-minute topics, 6 1-minute... Oh, yeah, 6, 3 each, and 6 1-minute topics. You got that? You got 6 topics in total?
I don't need to have it. You just need to just tell me what to say. Tell me when to talk. I can talk. That's all.
So 3 topics each. Three 3-minute topics and 3 1-minute topics. We've both got that time limit to talk about it. And your topic you start with. So if your topic is first, yes. So you've got to put your argument in first. That's the idea. No, you see, it's not going to work. But you've got to give me enough time to reprieve, you see. So that's what's good about it. But we'll see how it goes. We'll try it out and go from there. So does that make sense? You've got 6 topics? Because I have done this for you. There you go. There's 6 topics. 3 of them are guest topics, which that means it's your problem. Your problem. I was trying to point in the right way. And 3 of them are mine. But that's the 3-minute topics, which we will go through first. And if I'm really smart, I will move that little glow down to keep it up with the actual topic we're talking about. So I will probably explain that as we actually do it as well. So you're good to go? Because I'm going to cut this up and I'm going to put it as a video as well. So if anyone wants to comment in the chat, you are more than welcome. If you want to add an extra little topic in there, you can as well, because Paul might not think of one, so we can chuck something special in there from the guests. Or do a little from the guest question. I didn't add that in because I didn't know if anyone would have a question. But we'll roll with it. Make sense?
I think so.
Sweet. And you can't hear the whistle, which is great. I could just go...
Or you can just put a finger up something.
Billy Bowden. You're out. You're gone. That'll work. Right. Let's roll. This is how you make videos, people. This is how you make great content. Called Play to the Whistle. Right. See, what you get to see here is you actually get to see videos being made as well at the same time. See, we do everything here on the channel. Everything here on streams.
Yes, well, you at least edit. I don't edit, so that's the difference.
Well, I'm going to just cut the start of this and cut the end of it and then put it out as a video. So I've had this nice little scene. Yeah, Dills is proud. He's really proud of how I've developed this. Right, let's roll. I got my timer set. We're good to go. You got your topic set? He's not prepared at all. He's not prepared at all. Right. Let's roll. Here we go. Sweet Cup. Bang. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new World Cup special series here on the channel and live with all these brilliant people who are joining us as we record this today. We are going to be playing to the whistle. What does that mean? Well, let me explain to you exactly what that means. We are going to have a total of 6 3-minute topics, 6 1-minute topics, where we are going to talk about things regarding the Rugby World Cup, the big talking points and the big moments that we think are going to happen. Today I'm joined by the main man, Paul, from New Zealand Sport Radio. How are you going, sir? Welcome back to the channel.
Thank you very much. And yeah, look, I'm half awake, so we've got a chance. We've got a vague chance.
It's me too. I've been awake for about 2 hours, but that's how we roll around here. We are streaming this live, so if you wanted to take part, you could be like a live studio audience, like the people in here already are, and have your say. Add a question or two or a comment, and we can abuse it or tell you you're really smart, because that's how we roll around here as well. But this isn't going to be a super long video. The idea is that it's hard-hitting, fast, and moving. So let's rock into it.
20 minutes into the intro.
I'm actually, to be honest with you, I don't understand. Since it's not recording, I don't have a time. So this could go for hours. Let's go. Number 1, 6 topics. I'm going first, and I'm starting off. Let's start the timer. You can see it here. We've got 3 minutes. Let's go. It is the Rugby World Cup opening game. New Zealand and France going head-to-head in about 12 hours from when we're streaming this right now. This game's going to be huge. What I want to know about this one is the big talking points that's going to come out of it. For me, there's massive, massive talking points about the replacement positions, that midfield and that back row, and how the All Blacks are going to keep up with it. How are they going to compete with this extremely strong French team with players that have hardly played throughout the season? 2 positions where guys haven't seen much game time, 2 positions where they've not played for the All Blacks. hardly bar bench appearances, especially for Papali'i. And now they've got to turn up for a World Cup opener against France, the home nation, in front of a packed house after an opening ceremony. They're going to be having kittens. That's my quick thought. Paul, what do you reckon?
Was that 3 minutes? Oh my God.
No, that was 1 minute. I'm giving you 2 minutes of reprieve. We can go back and forth as much as you like.
Oh, I see. Look, to me, look, you're still like, this is a big game, yada, yada, yada. This game doesn't matter. And I'll be doing a video about the 6 games that do matter at this Rugby World Cup that actually decide it. This one doesn't matter. So, yes, there is a big problem because both France and New Zealand are missing players. So, so I initially went with the pick for New Zealand because I saw France's team and I saw they were missing players. I wasn't expecting New Zealand to be missing so many players. I mean, you haven't even talked about the props and locks that are also missing as well. So this is a bit of a decaffeinated kickoff to the Rugby World Cup from a purist point of view. From a casual fan point of view, it's brilliant because you get to see a good game. And actually, you know what? There'll be lots of stuff that doesn't happen that they can roll out and pull out when they meet each other again in the final. So no big deal.
Oh, he's harding straight to the final. I like that. We've still got time to talk about this one, so I'm going to carry on with it. You mentioned the props. That's interesting. I think the All Black scrum's going to get monstered. But you also talk about the French are missing props too. Cyril Bay is out as well. So they're missing their loose head. The All Blacks are missing their tight head. If we're talking about favourites, you may say it doesn't matter, but this matters massively, I think, for the French public. This is going to be a game that they're either going to get behind the World Cup or they're going to ditch the World Cup. And as much as being a New Zealander, we want to see the All Blacks win, I think this is a game that has more pressure on France to win because they need this for not only the team, but for the nation as a World Cup host to stay involved and to stay into the whole tournament. Whereas the All Blacks, like you say, they can lose this one and still qualify and make their way to the final quite simply without it. So I'm going with France for it. You've got 17 seconds to decide who you think is going to win it.
Well, I'd say I've already gone with New Zealand. The thing, though, that is going to be key for this game is that what we get to see, will the French team be lifted by being at a Rugby World Cup or weighed down by the expectation? That's the real key thing from this first game.
What a time! What an absolute cracker time. That was perfect. We can go over the time limit, by the way, if you like. But hey, amazing. Nailed it. Like, literally last word and the whistle went. I love it. Great stuff. Okay, well, let's move straight on. Now it's guest topic number 1. I have no idea what he's going to talk about, but, let's roll with it. Time is on.
Well, he started all serious. I'm going a lot less serious on this one. Controversies of the tournament. What's going to be the big controversy of the tournament? Now, look, the boring one to go with is the referees. Let's be honest. But look, are we going to have a drug scandal? That's what I'm. That's the main thing here. Look, it's something that is clearly in rugby somewhere, right? Quite what the level is, we don't know because very few professional players get caught, but a lot of amateur players do. Rugby is one of the highest doping violations in the UK, for example, at a lower level, right? Not at the top level. So, will we see that pop up? That would because the French are very tight on this because of the Tour de France and cycling. So my surprise controversy for this, and in a kind of very unfun way, is we have some sort of doping scandal at this Rugby World Cup.
Well, that's very scandalous of you. That's extremely straight to the top of the law book. I was thinking about this just when you said it. What do we have? 2019, remember we had a tsunami or whatever it was that blew through Japan and wiped out half of a host city as well. So we don't want that to happen because that means people might get hurt. We can't go boring like referees and things like that. I'm going to go with an off-field incident that involves fans and players.
You're not going to go like Japan, where we had the referee who took the photo with the elbow with fans as a bit of a joke after he red carded the French player.
That's right.
We could have what if you're looking at some kind of fun off the field ones. We could have that. Other non-fun ones are which team is going to basically get taken out by COVID because COVID is still around, folks. That's not gone.
No.
And we know that certain teams have, or certain countries have more anti-doping or religious kind of views on needles than others. So will we see one of those countries sort of suddenly lose all their players to COVID because they've moved across to a different part of the world and not used to all the illnesses? That is a possibility. So that could be another controversy where we lose a team to COVID and they just don't have enough replacements.
Now I'm going to go with the player and fan. Drunken incident. Someone's been knocked out of the pool before they would like to, i.e. Ireland. That's my suspect. They're going to go straight on the Guinness. They're going to meet some fans at the pub. There's going to be handbags, Jerry Collins and Tana Umanga style at the pub. There's going to be a bit of biffo. Someone's going to be recording it on a potato cell phone because, you know, that's the only way people record stuff. So it's going to be an absolute piece of garbage. And it's going to go straight to the media and there'll be massive, massive issues. That's exactly what will happen. And yeah, you heard it here first. Keep an eye on your news agencies. The referee.
So, are we looking at England Rugby World Cup tossing dwarves kind of thing?
No, they'll be back at home by the time it really matters. That's the limit. Oh, look, it's the timer. Buzzer goes. Oh, goodness me. It's perfect. It gets you nicely into the burn of it, and then you've got to change topics. Right, moving on. We're going for one shock at the tournament. Your biggest shock, your big burler, your big, wow, this guy's a clown. What the hell is he talking about? I'm going to go, my one, it's hard to really pick like a shock in this tournament because there's so many matches that are so close and there's so many pools that are so close as well. But if you want a shock, if you want a big thriller, I'm going to go for the Tongans to do something unbelievable. And not only are we talking about Scotland, Ireland, South Africa, we're going to talk about the conversation of Tonga, because I think Tonga is going to screw one of those three teams. They're going to be cruising. Scotland or Ireland are going to do the big deed. They're going to get that big win. They're going to be like, yes, we did that massive task that we didn't think we'd be able to do. And then Tonga's going to come along and they're just completely going to shit all over their party and destroy all their fun. Because that's the capability that Tonga team has for one special game. But who it's going to be? Take your pick. I'm going Ireland. They're going to poo all over Ireland, and that's going to be Scotland's ticket to the quarterfinals.
Wow, you're living on whatever you're smoking. We'll have some of that up here, please. But down there, look, your main one. You've got to look at actually Pool D for this, and it's look, England not making out of the pool again. That to me is definitely on the cards as a proper upset, having both Argentina and Samoa getting out of this group. And when we get Samoa and Fiji, two Pacific Island teams in the quarterfinals, that's a real possibility. So that's my shock of the World Cup is that England don't even make it out of the pools. Some of you are like going, Paul, that's not a shock. We're all praying for it, which might be true. But let's be honest, having two tier one teams in or two kind of obviously Italy doesn't count because Italy never make it to the quarterfinals. But to have two teams like England and either Wales or Australia both going home early, that would be that's a big shock to see two of those big names missing.
Jack says you're having a laugh if you think England don't go through. I couldn't disagree with him anymore, but I don't see England not going through as a huge shock. It's a bit like saying that Scotland are going to go through. I mean, if you look at the odds of this, which I was earlier, Scotland aren't actually playing that much to make it to a quarter-final, which I think is quite amazing considering that it's a pretty lengthy sort of, they've got to have that steamer against either South Africa or Ireland, don't they? They've got to beat one of them to make their way through, unless my first prediction comes true, where Tonga is just going to crap all over someone's parade, and they may sneak through that way. But I think it's pretty long shot for that to happen. They're only paying about $3 something for them to actually sneak through to the quarterfinals. So I don't consider that too much of a shock. I think everyone's praying for England to lose out, and I think their game, you talk about the Fijians as well. They're making the quarterfinals. It'll be a surprise, but I don't really consider that would be a huge, huge shock. Not compared to the way Tonga's built up. You could even throw in Japan as well with that. Japan toppling over someone would be a bit of a shock, I think. Probably more so in the last two World Cups because their form leading into this has been god-awful poor. So if they could turn something around, that would be a shock.
Their win over South Africa was a massive shock. Their win the next one wasn't, and that's the whistle. It's gone.
Perfect timing. Love to see it. There you go. We can't talk about that one anymore. Let's move on. Next topic. It's Paul's turn. It's the guest topic.
So who is the most important player to their team? Is what I'm going with this one. So what's basically, who is important to their team, but not just that, what's the drop-off to the next player? So a lot of viewers go, DuPont is the most important player to the French because the drop-off to him. But I think actually the And historically, you'd always go Sexton is the man, is the most important player to Ireland because the drop off to them is massive. And we also were talking lots of fly halves here, but on that one, you've actually perhaps got to go to someone like Australia because of the crazy ass selections that he's made. And there's an argument that Carter Gordon is the most important player to any team in this Rugby World Cup because he's only fly half in the Australian team. So I'm going to say Carter Gordon is actually the most valuable player at this tournament for any team.
Interesting. It's very interesting because they've actually selected the guy that can play 10 for the opening game, Ben Donaldson, at fullback for their first matchup. So it's a bit like, well, if he is their backup plan, there's a high chance that he may go as well. Look, if I was going to go, I think someone who could really completely fall apart one team's massive plans to do well at this tournament, I'm going to go to Scotland. I think a player like Jamie Ritchie is going to be a catastrophic loss for a Scottish team who have big ambitions, massive ambitions to upset and turn their fortunes around at a Rugby World Cup and actually do some success. But an inspirational leader, a fantastic player, and a team that I think if they lose a guy like him will lose hope. You could say Finn Russell will be in the same boat, but he's just a fantastic player. I think a team without a leader is a team that's a bit like a headless chicken running around the park. Not many clues and ideas of how they're going to play their game. So he would be mine. I think he is incredibly crucial for their team. And another one, I think, if you're talking about the big guns, would be Khaleesi for South Africa. I think with him in the team, he is magnificently inspirational for that side. He builds that team up, and they're a better team with him in the paddock.
And there's definitely I was going to mention him since he went down leadership routes. But the player that could be the most important one may have already gone home, which is Caleb Muntz for Fiji.
Indeed,
and we'll see quite how important he was for them in the build-up. And by him going home, does he basically ruin, or has not him ruining it, but has Fiji's chances been ruined by him going home? We'll have to wait and see on that one. Not very long though. It's that Welsh game, isn't it? On Monday, New Zealand time.
If we've got it, last couple of seconds, we're going to keep this New Zealand base, Richie Mo'unga. If he goes down, we are in trouble. But that's time on that one. That flew by really, really fast. My next topic is the letdown. So I'm not giving too much away on this one. But this is the biggest letdown of the Rugby World Cup. And you've kind of stolen my thunder a bit because for this one, I was going to England. I think England are going to be the big letdown, a tier 1 nation. They've kind of spoiled this party a little bit and spoiled the surprise by going, and losing to Fiji a bit earlier than intended. So they've given everyone a bit of a head start on dumping on them. But yeah, a previous winner of the Rugby World Cup, coming into this, they look way below expectation. And I can't see them going through that group stage. Everyone will be like, what the hell happened to England?
No, the biggest letdown is going to be the semi-finals, because we already know that basically there's 4 teams who can win this Rugby World Cup effectively. Those 4 teams meet each other in the quarterfinals. So we have basically got the semi-finals a week early, and the quarterfinals end up being a cruise through for 2 teams to meet together at the finals. So the biggest letdown of this Rugby World Cup. And actually, the biggest fun of this Rugby World Cup, and most of the talking points at the same time, is the draw and how the teams have been drawn, and that you've got the 5 best teams in 2 pools, 1 going home early. I mean, the jeopardy is really there at this Rugby World Cup, which has been missing at other World Cups. Let's be honest.
I was trying to think of who the biggest letdown player is going to be. Have you got any thoughts about that? If we're going to have a guy who's really going to promise a lot and deliver very, very little for their side?
Well, I mean, some people might argue Damon McKenzie has been let down already. That he's not stepped up as that backup fly half that they wanted. I mean, Lebock could be that one, couldn't he? That with his kicking has been a bit hot and cold. So could he miss that crucial kick that sees South Africa lose to Scotland? And on the flip side, you've got players like Oh, I've just gone blank. The Scottish fly half, Russell,
Finn Russell?
also is a rocks and diamonds kind of player, isn't he? He could create a bunch of tries, but also give away one as well. So that could also be the big letdown, or perhaps the big letdown is this whole bunker, and that we end up with hour-long halves and games that take an extra 40 minutes that rather than what they should do.
We've got a suggestion in the chat here saying the biggest letdown is the Rugby World Cup shows, the build-up, the media going into this Rugby World Cup. Any thoughts on that? I think it's interesting because I don't think it's been as big, especially by mainstream media. I think it's very prominent in like us useless saps talking about it, and we see a lot of people doing it now for the Rugby World Cup. I think that's grown a lot. But mainstream media, I don't think I kind of agree that it's a bit. It's been a bit lackluster. They've not probably built up the hype, especially from a New Zealand perspective, as would normally see at a Rugby World Cup.
That's because they're all paying attention to up the wars as the Warriors are grabbing all of the sort of sports media attention with their fantastic year. But they've got 3 years to go, which means that the whistle's gone. So
carry on.
3 weeks to go, and then we'll be into World Cup fever.
You can always finish your point. You always finish your point. They have to flow through straight away. But yes, a lot of potential letdowns. Our final topic for our 3-minute topics, Paul. This one's yours. Go for it.
I was going to give a player of the tournament. Who is going to be the player of the tournament? Are we going to see a Red Randa from like a Fiji or something be kind of that like the standout player rather than the official player of the tournament, which will obviously go to the winning team, or are we or is this really going to be the time that Anton Dupont says, I am the best player, or I am the best scrum half there has ever been by winning his home Rugby World Cup? I mean, that would be that would be fantastic. Does he put himself down in history by sort of going under the post to win the Rugby World Cup? Who is your player of the tournament? But let's. I think it's all set, isn't it, for Dupont to a lovely platform and to be that and to really set himself in down in history.
It's weird. Players of the tournament, like official players of the tournament, generally go to captains, back rowers, or fly halves and leading try scorers. So you kind of limit yourself. I don't think you're ever going to see a loose head prop picking up player of the tournament, regardless of how outstanding he's going to be. So, yeah, you got Dupont's best player. I'm thinking guys that can not only become leading try scorer, but also do key roles for the team. Like, we're talking France. I'm talking like a guy like Ramos, the fullback, who does a lot of that goal kicking, that pinnacle sort of stuff that can win and lose games, but also a key attacking weapon as well. So not only is he going to get kicks, not only is he going to be prominent in attacks, but he's also going to score a lot of points as well through tries, given the opportunities. I think he's going to be a key guy, but generally I think you're looking at fly halves and the style and the games that they can play, or your back row captains, your Khaleesi's, your Richies again, if we're going back to that sort of guy. I mean, even as much as people will hate it, if the All Blacks win the World Cup, a guy like Sam Cane, provided he's injury-free and makes it to the end, is still going to be in that picture because of the leadership and the position he has in that side. But someone's got to make it to the final to be in that situation, and I'd either go back row, a 10, or an outside back. But yeah, my pick, if I was going to pick one right now, it would be Ramos from France to push it through and do all that sort of stuff. Yeah, chat hates Sam Cane. The chat's put the boot into Sam Cane already on that one. But yeah, definitely limited and only for the superstar players, and it's going to depend, like you said, who wins this Rugby World Cup as to who is going to go and take that crown away. But yeah, you get
so the official one, if South Africa win, it's Sia Khaleesi. If France win, it's Dupont, for my mind. If it's New Zealand, then it's either Richard Mwanga or Ardie Surveyor, I think is the other one there. And if Ireland win it, it has to be Sexton, surely, or maybe it ends up being, I've gone blank, the guy with the South African name who's actually Irish.
Klein?
He was World Player of the Year, the Ireland player. The Flair. So yeah, one of those two.
Who's not playing in the opening game. Great. Thanks for ruining my fantasy team, Ireland. Thanks. You've already had to make me do 4 changes just from selecting the teams, which we've already gone through this morning already. But that is us for our 3-minute topics. We go back to the start.
I'm going to playing bloody Romania in the opening game. Of course, of course they're going to be rested. They're not playing their first
points, man.
team.
I want points. That's all I want. I just want to get points. And I want to be top of the table. And now we've got to go down to a 1 minute timer because we've got 1 minute topics. And I've gone too far up. And here we go. Starting things off. Let's roll. 1 minute, quick fire, flash in the pan. Let's go. Refs or injuries? What's going to have the bigger impact on this tournament? And as much as I would like to say referees, I think it's going to be referees. Injuries are going to hurt people, but I have to be controversial, and I do think the referees are going to ruin someone's Rugby World Cup. They're going to pull what was that guy's name, Jabir, who gave that penalty or non-penalty away to Scotland and Australia and then ran off the paddock. We're going to get you talk about controversy, we're going to get some more of that, and I think refs are going to dominate it.
Injuries, sorry, but there's so many teams. You've got your South Africas or your Irelands who've got sort of depth, but so many teams are good first 15s. But certain positions, every team is shallow in one position, and so injuries is going to knock one of those top 4 teams for 6.
It's crazy, isn't it? Because a referee can make the same impact. A suspension, 4 weeks. Poof. What's that going to do to your Rugby World Cup? It's going to absolutely put it in tatters. Bang, look at that for timing. Right, topic number 2. Yours, go.
Game of the opening round weekend of things. Clearly, the South Africa Scotland has got to be the game that you can't miss. Unfortunately, it's at 3:45 a.m. Monday our time, so it's an early start for those of us that want to watch that game. But that's got to be your key game. You can't miss this opening weekend. Is my argument. All the rest don't really matter this opening weekend. Enjoy the ones you can, but you can afford to miss them. That's the one you have to see.
You can afford to miss Fiji versus Wales. That's my must-see game of the opening weekend. Fiji versus Wales, literally a quarterfinal spot on the books. Fiji win this, they can dump Australia. They don't really care, provided Wales don't beat Australia, which will really put a bit of a mixer into them. But if they get off the mark hot, they get off the mark well, this is the one that's going to platform, catapult the Fijians. Not only confidence, imagine the bus then. They'll be singing some true rhymes when they get back on there. But yeah, that's my one for Fiji to get that one in there. Yeah, Argentina beating England is someone in the comments saying as well, which is going to be a massive, massive opening game of the weekend. Next topic, let's roll. North versus South. Who's going to have the better Rugby World Cup? It's almost like talking away from teams and going collective. It's the big one of the South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, Argentina versus France, England, Ireland, Wales, Scotland, all those other nations. I think out of the end of this one, I think the Southern Hemisphere is going to come out better. I think you'll get maybe 1 or 2 Northern Hemisphere nations that can hold their heads up high, but I think the South is going to be the ones that get to the better stages of the World Cup.
No, I think this is the World Cup where the North has to stand up. They've had 2 teams in that sort of that top echelon in Ireland and France, as the Wolf Gamer says in the live chat, Georgia to upset some of the Aussies. So hence the North are going to have that one. But the North, the North are rocks and diamonds, right? You've got your Ireland and France who are going well, Scotland to a lesser degree, and everyone else having a shocker.
Moving on, next topic. 1 minute. Yours.
Oh no, I've run out of topics.
Still got 2 left.
You totally. When you said there were 6 topics, yeah, that's it. I thought, well, 3 each. I was like, well, that's what I've got to come up with.
6 for you.
And then I sneaked that extra one in there. You're gone card crazy next. No, dearie me.
You know it. We've got to throw that in.
Oh gee, no! Look, sorry, I'm not prepped for a.
We can skip your one, and we can go on to card crazy because this one we can absolutely rock with. Who's going to get the most cards for the Rugby World Cup? I know this one is probably pretty easy and pretty simple. Who you think is going to get it? But as much as I would like the Argentinians to do well, I think a few of them are going to see a bit of time on the sidelines But we're going to see a lot of cards. I think we're going to see a lot of red cards. We're going to see a lot of yellow cards. We're going to see a lot of players suspended, like I was talking about earlier. So it's going to be plenty of time for those officials in the little box to sort their stuff out.
I mean, Argentina is, yeah, but look, we've seen good discipline from a Fiji, but look, are we going to see a Samoa or a Tonga just get frustrated and end up on the wrong side of the cards as well? So that's that would be my second guess as to who's going to pick up the most cards. Is a Tonga is going to be up against, is going to get frustrated against an Ireland, South Africa and Scotland, 3 really tough teams, and therefore pick up a whole bunch of cards there.
We have a suggestion for your final topic in the live chat, which I think is quite good. And I'll let you roll with it. Top try scorer? Where's that going to come from? Who's it going to be?
Pinot from France.
Oh, you bugger.
I've stolen yours. Is top try scorer there. Followed up closely behind by Will Jordan. Is the other one, or Malcolm Marks. Let's with the old line out mauls. If you let South Africa get in your own half and you give a penalty. So yeah, that's top 3, and you have to come up with someone different.
No, I was going to go with Damien Pinot as well, but I might, just because you mentioned him earlier, I think Semi Radradra might go pretty well for the Fijians as well, and that midfield with Nice Saliva, I think they're going to be pretty devastating. But I'll throw a left field one out there, someone that's probably not going to make it too deep in the World Cup, but it's probably going to score a boat ton of tries against teams in his pool, is your favourite player, Mark Nwangari-Tawazi. I think he could be quite a good one as well, so we'll see how they go for the Aussies. It's an interesting one if they get some tries on the board. And I do have one more for you, which we can rock back to your poor topic choice at the top here. I'll go with this one first, but we'll reset the timer.
No, look, your try scorers, because Australia have got some tough games, whereas France have got Uruguay and Namibia to really harvest those tries if they play their top string people.
Final topic of the day. We're going back to your recycled topic from before. We'll chuck on the timer. We know. Go timer. Narawa is injured. That means the All Blacks have got to call someone up. Now, there's a lot of conjecture already about who this is going to come from, whether it's going to be another outside back or another back rower. And I'm sure you've got a lot to say about this one. But for me, Blackadder, get him on the phone. He's played a couple of times for Tasman. Get him over to France. They need that cover in the back row.
Boy, oh boy, that's an interesting one there. But is really, really tough on Finau, who's been part of the whole setup all the way through. And he's already there. He knows all the calls. He's been through all the training. And so I think you're going to take one of those players that they've brought with them, and that does start to leave them. Actually, I think that probably leaves them okay in the backs there. The other one, I would go for Jack Goodhue, because I think you're going to, and then push Rico out onto the wing if you need wing cover. But for that one. Or do we actually need another hooker? Because haven't we lost a hooker already? And we're down to 2 hookers. Is that from memory? I've gone blank now. If we had an injury, 2-1. No, we didn't. No, sorry, I'm talking bollocks. Okay.
Whew, you had me sweating there for a second. I thought there was more than I actually noticed about that we'd lost. Wolf in the chat says we need another 10 and a 15. Oh, we don't need another 10 and a 15. That's why I agree. Yeah, a good point about Finau, but if it was me, Blackadder would have been in my mix straight away, right from the start, going in from there. But that's all the topics we got, and that's about all the time we've got, because it is quick fire, hard hitting, into the action, play it to the whistle. The whistle was gone. Here you go. Once more, just for the road. There it is. That means it's the end. Thanks, Paul, for joining us. Heaps of topics to talk about. If the people like it, the people enjoy it, we'll bring it back next week in the gap between games through the middle of the week. Plenty more questions coming in there if you want some ideas for other topics we should talk about. But for this show, it's been fun. It's been exciting. The World Cup has got less than a day to go, and we'll be seeing you around for plenty more. Thanks for joining us, Paul. Any final comments you'd like to make before we probably won't talk again until the World Cup's underway?
That's true. I will be doing a video out today for my Patreons only, saying the 6 games of the Rugby World Cup that matter. All the rest won't decide who actually wins or loses it. It's those 6 games. So go and so I'll be putting that out later today on my Patreon. So patreon.com/NZ Sport Radio.
Easy cheesy. Thanks everyone for talking goodbye. Thanks to all the guys in the live chat trying to cut up some extra comments and ideas and thoughts and comments. We'll be noting them down for a next episode if we do one next week. Middle of the week sometime before the second round, as they would call it, of fixtures. Until then, thanks for watching everyone. Take care and we'll see you for plenty more playing to the whistle. Bango.
Oh, I'm missing you already.
How good. That's how you make a video, team. That's how you make a video.
Oh dear.
Maybe Wednesday morning when we stream on Wednesday morning, we could do it the same way. Bango. Or Thursday. Whatever fits. Whatever suits.
Yeah, we
How
need
long
to
did
juggle
that take? How long did that
Whatever
take? Do you know?
No idea.
Oh, it's 11:15. We started. You were here just after 10, but I pissed around for a while, so.
About half an hour.
Sure, it was about that. That was my goal. Was a 30-minute. I'm thinking 6 topics at 3 minutes was 18, and then 6 1 minutes 24. Some crap talking in the middle, half an hour.
Yeah. You're going to easily add 6 minutes of just bollocks.
Oh, easy, good stuff. Well done. Thanks for that.
My pleasure. And yeah, we'll figure out something next week as well, folks. So don't so do come back or whatever. Keep an eye on this on his channels. Also, I will once you've published it, let me know and I'll share it to my Facebooks and stuff as well.
We will do. Yeah, we always have a cool crew that come and join in the morning streams we do. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You should know that. You know, being a fan of the channel.
Sorry, all the unemployed layabouts. It's brilliant.
Because that's me. No, we get a lot of. No, can't say that. We get a lot of Northerners here. We've got a lot of people from South Africa. We got a lot from England. A lot that stay up till about 3 a.m. Finn's a journalist.
Oh my God,
Finn's got a lot of good ideas.
Who's watching? Who knows what he talks about? Oh my God, help!
He actually knows what he's doing. He just watches us for a laugh. Finn, well, the idea was that it would be like short and sweet. You can't piss around. You got to bang on and say, this is what I think is going to happen, or Fallon's from New Zealand because Fallon has a really good job where he works at night. I don't know what he does, but he does work. I know that much.
Cool.
And
right,
Wolf doesn't go to school because he prefers to watch the streams. So he's a real man. But Finn's got a lot of good ideas. Finn, we're going to steal a lot of those. And Wolf's pissed off at you, Paul, because you said Mackenzie was going to be the letdown. So that's his boy. He does work nights. Yeah, see, I know the lads. You know, me and these chaps, we spend a bit of time together.
I'm going to drop off and do my video.
You do that, sir.
Another coffee.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all soon, and thank you for the chat.
No, thank you. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know when it's up. And yeah, screw it. We'll do it next week. Well, next week, mid-next week. Do another one.
Good.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Ciao. Ay. So we can get rid of Paul there. We can go back to what we were looking at earlier. Transition back to that. So what did you reckon? Thoughts, people. Was that fun? Was that cool? Was that interesting? I kind of wanted to steal the, pardon the interruption, off the ESPN guys. So that was the thought behind that. I don't know how well it was or how much we smoked that. I can zoom the camera in a bit more now. Oh, too much fat face. There we go. Like watching YouTube video, well, that's what it's going to be in about 2 hours, Jacko, because I'm going to download the stream, I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to upload it. Because I wanted to record it, but Paul's like, oh, I can come at about 10 o'clock, and it's like, well, screw you, dude, I'm going to be recording, so we're going to be rolling with that. We're going to be streaming, so, hey, we improvise, and you guys get a little inside look. That's pretty much how we record a video. A little bit of prep, telling them what it's like. Let's watch the UFC trailer. All right, Fallon, you got a link? Where is it? Where do I find it? It'll be on UFC trailer. UFC 5. Let's see what this is like. Holy shit, is that the game? Wow. Where's this come out, Fallon? Good old EA Sports. Jesus, that looks incredible. UK bookmakers went 2-1 on France to beat New Zealand, so I apologise, those are too good to turn down. They are good odds. I think France could win that game. France could definitely win that game. Woohoo! Good old IGN, eh? Can't believe that stuff still exists. Nah, he's buggered, mate. Game's not going to be anything like this. It looks super flash, but it's like replay mode. So this is what it looks like, but not the actual game. It'll look something like this. As real as it gets. Now France not winning, I just tell New Zealand winning. Now you might think I'm full of shit, but I feel like France is... It's not going to be the big team they're hyped up to be. Oh, big call, Wolf. Big call. Muhammad Ali on a UFC game? What the hell? Yeah, I've seen it all now. Mike Tyson. Goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. There we go. You know what? Fallon. Oh. Get rid of that. Thoughts? When does it come out? What's it, When does NBA come out? That's the real one. That's the real game. I'm curious. I'm thinking we should do a little preview. Before we... What are we going on? Yeah, we'll do a bit of a preview. October. Oh, it's not out for a while. When does 2K, NBA 2K come out? NBA's out now. It's come out this morning, right? Like 4 a.m. or something stupid like that, you were saying? I'm surprised. Okay, I'm surprised you're not playing it. You probably are playing it. What is it? How good is it? Is it worth it? Have you spent $750 on VC yet? That's the real question. That is the real question. I've seen all the people, streamers and stuff, chucking like $1,000 and like level skipping to level 40. I was like, man, that's not the shit. That's not the stuff. Yeah, NFL's back. We were talking about that earlier. Oh, what's free on Epic? Yeah, why the hell not? Let's see what's free on Epic. Can you make a fantasy team for the World Cup with no budget implications of 4 max per team? Oh, okay. No, he's going to play it tonight. Let's see what the free game is on Epic. Spelldrifter. Looks like shit. Okay. A fantasy team with no budget. If I was going to make a fantasy team that was for the whole World Cup and only allowed changes per... what's the word? Per injury, I would go similar to what I've got here. I would put marks. I would go Springbok front row. I would probably, if I had no budget, I don't know who I'd go on the locks. You'd almost go a South African second row. Maybe like a Barrett. Maybe a Whitelock. Maybe a Whitelock and an Etzebeth in the second row. If there was no limitations, 4 per team, that's my South Africans gone. Yep, I can deal with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because I'll still have a Savia. My other 2 back rowers, though. says here on the news on Google, it says what? If I could pick anyone in the world, loose forwards, who would I pick? I'll probably go back to Van der Fleer again. I wouldn't go, no. I would probably go with Christie. All Blacks ruled out of Rugby World Cup with incredibly sad injuries. Who? Narelle is out. We know that. Anyone else is out? If anyone else is out, it'll be on Twitter for sure. Where's no news there. Yay? Look at Jerome Kino. They haven't seen much about Narelle either. Sean Stevenson? Oh, no. They'll be desperately keen not to pick Stevenson. Austin, back to your team. Back to your that's my back row. Savia, Van der Fleer, and if I could pick any back rower, I would probably go Richie from Scotland. Halves, I'll go Dupont, and I'll go... Sean's gone with Carter Gordon. And for Gavisi, because don't know if him or Allen are kicking. Well, we were talking about this earlier, Sean, and the general idea was that Gavisi would be kicking. So, yeah, that was quite unanimous when we picked the team last week. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for now. My 10, if I could pick any 10 in the world, who would you go with? I'm thinking you got big players. Your centres are Leonard Brown and Henshaw. Well, yeah, Leonard Brown's playing, at least. Robbie Henshaw, fair call. Fair call. Is Henshaw in midfield with Ringrose? Dude, Henshaw's not even playing. He's on the bench. Might want to change that one. Unless you want a bench guy, of course. It's up to you. Anton Leonard Brown's playing, though, for the All Blacks. That's not a bad call. But against France, I don't know how many points he's going to pick up. That's the big one. Who would be my 10, though? Who would be the best 10 in the world? I was thinking Sexton. I wouldn't go with Moanga. I wouldn't go with Delabia. I wouldn't go with Barrett. I wouldn't go with Farrell, LeBock. It would be a toss-up of Sexton and Russell. I kind of like Russell a bit better because I'm not a huge Sexton fan. So I'd probably take Finn Russell if I could take anyone. My midfield, I'd look to the Fijians. I would go for a Raraja in there. And then probably, yeah, the French, probably Dancy, the Frenchman. My wings would be Pinot and Will Jordan. Can we put Pinot on the left? No offence to that. Pinot on the left, Jordan on the right. Fullback. Fullback. What about the King? Colby at fullback. I've already got 4 South Africans. Would you drop Marks and go... Nah. No, actually, I'll drop Marks and go Montoya, the Argentinian. So I'll go Kitchoff, Montoya, Maholba, and then I'd have Colby at the back. I don't have Van der Merwe. Stewart, no. Villiers. I like Villiers as well, but Will Jordan... Yeah, they'll be my 15 if I could pick anyone. Anyone at all. Kitchoff, Montoya, Maholba, Etzebeth, Whitelock. Starting centre for us. We'll have a look at that in a second. Savia, Van der Fleer, and crap. Who did I pick for other flanker? Oh, Richie, Xavier, Van der Fleer, Richie, Dupont, Russell, midfield of... Crap, I've forgotten already. Radradra and Dante. Back three. Pinot, Will Jordan. And I've forgotten already. My fullback. Colby. Bang. There you go. That would be my ultimate 15 with no budget. What if Superbrew do a Superbrew do a fantasy one as well? We could join that as well. I just feel like I'm going to get overwhelmed with all these teams to look after. Oh, Buffelli. Yeah, I like Buffelli. See, we were going to go with Buffelli, but Argentina's playing England. I just feel like Ioane and Capazzo are going to get more points against Romania than Buffelli's going to get against England. Argentina could win that one like 30-0. Not 30-0, but they could score 30 points. But they could also only score 10. So it's a 50-50 one. It really, really is a 50-50 one. Whereas I think Ioane's going to score a lot of points. They're going to dominate Namibia. Jack's got Ringrose and Radradra. Yeah, you've spent big though on Radradra, haven't you? I do like Semi. But he's worth 10, dude. 10. You're crazy. You are crazy. Okay, Ringrose is 9. Who else did I have in there? I've forgotten already. Just take McKenzie at fullback. Not a chance. Lucio Cinti, I think, will have a really good World Cup as well. De La Fuente they've got a good midfield. A really good midfield in there. Who do I have? Oh, Chocolates, that's right. See, how cheap is he? It's cheap, yeah. Yeah, 6.5. If I had an extra point, I would go with Lucio Cinti. But depends who's playing as well. Bell kicks off Turner. He props in hooker. Angus Bell's a good call. I think he's a good player. Again, well, they are playing, who are they playing? Georgia. That's why I didn't go for the Aussie front rowers or the pack. It's because if Georgia's going to match them anywhere, it's going to be in the forwards. If I was going to go Australians, I'd go the Australian backs. Which ones, I don't know. But, yeah, and am I going to Aussie, what's his name? The other wing. Possibly CornflakeBTP. Their midfield's pretty average. Yeah, I could possibly go there 10. Like, who did that? Sean, that you did. What's up, Melia? Good to see you, brother. Brother, sister, whatever. Friend. Turner, the Scottish... The thing is with Scotland, you know who's playing it. That's the thing of Japan and Scotland. We don't have teams yet, so... it's a bit of a long shot. Let's do a bit of a... I want to know your guys' predictions as well. Oh, dude, really? You've been hyped for that for like 2-3 weeks, man. Safe to say the new season of Virgin River is not the greatest. Oh, I can't believe it. You were so hyped on Wednesday. You were so hyped. And now you're like, it's a dumper. I'm gonna do a bit of a preview, and I want your input as well, team. There was something that happened that was not necessary. TV, eh? Just ruin everything. Just ruin it all. But then, the next season, they could fix it. Jim Hamilton on World Rugby Channel said Georgia will make it out of the pool. He also said that Scotland would make it to the final and lose to France. As much as I love Scotland, and I would love them to do well. Oh, still have a part 2 to go, so can't completely judge it. Well, there you go. Don't count the chickens before they've popped out their little eggs. You never know. You never know. Season 6, we could be waiting a while. It's all right, we can count down the days. We can reset this countdown here to new season of Virgin River. Right. What am I doing here? So, okay, right. Join in, everyone. Screw Jim Hamilton. He's way too biased towards Scotland. Bruce, we all know the All Blacks will win it all. Really? Really? Their countdown's gone so quick. Tell me about it, man. 20 hours? I can't even see it now. It's like, it's the wrong colour. I need to make it, there we go. Oh, crap. I need to make it a different colour. It's the last 2 episodes, and from the looks of it, it's going to be some feel-good episodes. That's good. But they always end a season on a cliffhanger, especially if there's going to be another season. You know. This should be a lesson to World Rugby, finally, not to do draws 3 years, 100%, Finn. So much so. Holy hell. The draw should have been done a year ago at most, if not like 6 months. I mean, really, why does it have to be why can't it be done like a month ago? Is there any real reason why it can't be done a month ago? Their Christmas episodes and the fandom have been asking for them from the start. That's good. At least they listen to what the people want. You can't go wrong with that. I say they just make the draw a month before, 2 months before, something like that. We need some good topics, actually. I'm going to steal your topics, Finn, for, that's not the right one. That is the right one. Oh, crap. It's gone. Bring it back. Here we go. Topics. I'm stealing Finn's topics for the next show that we're doing, even though we'll have lots of games going on as well at the same time. Yeah, I like the Ireland one. I'm writing your topics down, Finn, because I think some of them were good. I didn't see you say that, Finn. Funny to see Ireland choke at the quarters again was their best chance of winning it. Oh, dear, Finn. Love your work, Finn. These are the best teams Ireland and Scotland have ever taken to a World Cup, and realistically, one won't get past the quarters again, and the other won't make it out of the group. Yet they'll both beat England. Yeah. Oh, because the draw is shit. The draw is garbage. The draw is garbage. All the pools... Yeah, it should be like A, really. Like, it's cut and dry. But where would you fit, like, where would you put Scotland, right? Okay, we'll look at this first. Where would you put Scotland, okay? Where are they? B. In another pool. Okay, they've got South Africa and Ireland there. You put them in that pool. Okay, you'll probably put them in that pool for Japan, wouldn't you? Oh, but then you still got one of England, Argentina, Scotland that won't make it. Rugby is a bit of a victim of its own success. They could go there. Imagine if you swapped them out for Georgia. Well, they're third seed. So you got to swap them for Fiji. You got to swap Argentina. That's a horrid idea. Really, if you swap Fiji and Scotland, that's probably... You're still struggling to get out of that pool. Scotland are just in between. Even that pool is fun. But the sad point is, two of New Zealand, France, Ireland, South Africa should be in there and in there. Right? So, New Zealand should be in that pool instead of Wales, and South Africa should be in that pool instead of... Okay, let's go with Ireland. Instead of Japan. And then you've got a really balanced sort of two really good teams, a really good third team, and two dumpers at the bottom. Although that's unfair on Samoa, to be honest. But still. That's the way it goes. But yes, the draw. If they did a draw right now, that would be the intriguing one. If Scotland replaced Japan, then England doesn't make it out of the pools, yeah. But they wouldn't replace Japan, remember? Because Japan is a second seed. So the way that they've done this whole pool is the fact that if Scotland was going to replace anyone, they'll replace either Italy, Fiji, or Argentina. But then that's because they did the draw so early. If they did it later, Scotland would be likely number 2 seed. Are they in that top 8? Oh, they are. That's right. They're 5th. That's right. They're going really great guns, aren't they? So you would go... So you'd potentially... Right? Okay, hang on. Right. Okay, I've done that right. You would potentially have... 1 seeds would be Ireland, South Africa, France, and New Zealand. That would be your top, right? Two seeds would be Scotland, Argentina, Fiji, I'll just put FI, and England, right? So this would be your pools if they actually see that, if they did it right now. Obviously, order would change, right? And then you'd have 3 seeds would be Aussie, you'd have Wales, you'd have Georgia, and you'd have Samoa. These are looking way better pools, although that is a bit of a pool of death. Ireland, Scotland, Australia. That would be interesting. Your 4 seed would be... I feel most of the pools are copy-pastes from... Oh, why does it put the little heart there? I can't see crap. 2019 World Cup? Yeah, they are pretty similar, aren't they? Your 4 seed would be what? Italy. Man, they've fallen off. Japan. Tonga. And Portugal. Portugal, wow. Wow, okay, that's good for Portugal. I need to put a J there. I need to put an R here so they all line up. Not it. That's a... Fingers, man. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, that'll be your 4 seeds. And your 5 seeds would be Portugal, Uruguay. Wow. Okay. Well, they'd have to... they would have to qualify. I'll screw USA. They didn't qualify. So Romania, Namibia, oh crap, and Chile. Hopefully no natural disasters get in the way like last time the typhoon in Japan. Yeah, 100%, dude. That'll be terrible if that happened, right? We don't want any of that crap to happen at all. So tell me, if this was your World Cup pool, I know it's crap and it's just on a little document, but if they were ranked right now, 1 to 4, 5 to 8, 9 to 12, 13 to 18, 17, 16, and 17 to 20. That's how your pool would look. Oh yeah, 4th and 5th place matches are definitely watchable. 100%. That number 1 pool, I mean, that's really... Look how close that is. That is incredibly close. I feel like I need to make that bigger for you guys to be able to see. Because it's way too small. Can I make this bigger? I hardly ever use this. Zoom. God. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, if that was the World Cup pool, Ireland, Scotland, Australia, Italy, Uruguay. Now that's a World Cup pool. South Africa, Argentina, Wales, Japan, and Romania. Nice. The way they're playing, that's fair. France, Fiji, Georgia, Tonga, Namibia, New Zealand, England, Samoa, Portugal, Chile. I think that's how those pools would end. You have a little chance that Samoa might upset England. A bit of a chance that Australia could beat Scotland. Wales could beat Argentina. Georgia could beat Fiji. That's the World Cup. I mean, come on. That's the World Cup, dude. That's way better than this. Right? There'll be a great World Cup. Amen, Finn. Yeah. That'll be an amazing World Cup. I like it. Those 5th seeds have a chance to upset the 4ths, maybe. Uruguay up there on their day could beat Italy, probably not. Romania and Japan. Namibia, Tonga, Chile, and Portugal. Yeah, that's on. That'll be a great World Cup. And that's on the rankings right now. That'll be insane. We should. Why don't we run World Rugby? I mean, me and you would be superb. We'd have to shit down pat straight away. You know what? We are about to tick under 20 hours and 3 seconds. 19 hours to go and 59 minutes. It is going by so fast. I'm going to do one more bit because not that. I want to do a bit of a preview of these opening games with you guys. See what you guys think about the matches. Now, I've put my picks in. I think France is going to win the World Cup, right? Pinot is going to be the top try scorer. Ramos the top point scorer. Call me biased. Okay. But I think that, but I think the All Blacks are going to win the opening game. I don't want to be all hardcore like New Zealand everything, but who else is going to score the points? Paul was right when he said France has got easy games for the French. They could plough through and score a lot of points. But I do think New Zealand are going to win the first game of the World Cup. Just because, well, I don't have any reasons why, actually. It's so close and so tight. I think it could be anyone's game. Either of those two sides, it's going to come down to very little. I've picked by 4 points. And I think it's going to be a cracker game. Gavin Villiers to score the first try. And it's going to be an exciting one to watch tomorrow morning. And 19 hours and 59 or 8 minutes. I can't read it. The second game, though, Italy and Namibia, won't be quite as exciting. I think the Italians will win that one quite convincingly. They've got a good side. They've named a good team as well. A lot of good players in there. So I think they're going to be really hard to beat, the Italians. They've gone for their full strength. Like we talked about the fantasy team. They've got Gabrici starting, Tommaso Allen at fullback. They've got Ioane, Capazzo in that lineup as well. It's a full-strength Italian pack. It's pretty much the best of Italy. I just don't think Namibia will be up to the task. They may give them an opening 20 minutes or so, but it's not going to be much after that. They'll probably go down in a heap. So I'm picking Italy to win that one by 21 points. I'll throw on Monty Ioane to score the opening try as well. I think he's going to score a lot of tries because I'm being hopeful that he will score a lot of points for my fantasy team. That's the goal. That's the target. That's the one we're looking for. Pool B is next up. The opening game from that is Ireland-Romania. This is going to be a thumping. It's going to be a thrashing. We've already seen the team for Ireland. It's pretty much not full strength, but good enough. It's definitely good enough to pump the Romanians who have been struggling in a big way. I think France as well, because they've got momentum of being the host and the under-20 side won the World Cup as well. Yeah, I think they might lose this opening game, but I think by the end of the World Cup, I think injuries would have plagued too many sides. I think the only one that's really going to test them because of their depth will be the Springboks. So, we'll see how that one rolls down. But, yeah, it'll be interesting. It's going to come down to who's fit and who's not suspended, because we're going to see cards. We're going to see so many cards. Ireland's going to pump Romania. I'll pick that one by 41 points. James Lowe to grab the first try, because, you know, why the hell not? USA did not qualify, Bruce. They lost to... Didn't they lose to Canada, and then Canada lost to Romania? I could be wrong. But they did not qualify. I can tell you how that story went. Here we go. Qualifying pathway. Is this going to tell us? Americas. Uruguay it would have been. Yes. So they qualify for the playoffs. Oh, we're going full details here. This is very complicated. No idea where Scotland's depth comes from, as they didn't qualify for the under-20s. Really? Wow. Yeah, so they didn't qualify. Instead, it was Uruguay and Chile. That's bad when America's 23rd. 18th, sorry. Canada's 23rd. Does it have the story? It doesn't have the story. What's that? Full details. So that's how they went through. I'm not sure who they lost to, though. Probably actually find that if we just go to... I'm sure it was a bit of a shock upset. Here it is. Good job here by Victor Mather. Oh, it was a draw of Portugal. That's right. Their depth comes from South Africa. That's the playoff game you're talking about, Finn. Yes. Rafael Storti. Watch that guy. Scored while the Americans had a man in rugby's equivalent to the penalty box. The sin bin. Bloody hell, who wrote this? Victor Mather. My good God. And a second chance against Chile. And they lost. They led 19-0. Wow. Okay, there you go. So they lost to Portugal and then they lost to Chile. Unbelievable. That's the story of USA, mate. Not good. Right, moving on to the rest of our teams. Australia and Georgia. This is the second game on Saturday night, French time anyway, or Saturday. It's going to be Sunday morning for us here in New Zealand. Australia and Georgia. I think this one's going to be tighter than most people think. Because Georgia's, I think, are going to give them a bit of a push. I think the Wallabies, though, over the 80 minutes, will have enough on them. I'm only going by a 9-point margin on this. I think we're going to see Nwanga score tries. I think that's where they're going to be good. The Wallabies have gone pretty much near on full strength. Very good pack as well. Bell and Tupou, they're starting props, which is going to be somewhere to watch because they are going to get tested by this Georgian pack. I have to be honest, I don't know how USA and Portugal drawing meant Portugal qualified. Does Victor explain that? Portugal had an ace in the hole. It held the tiebreaker. So if the game ended in a draw, it would advance. So, I'm guessing they played earlier? Is it a 2-leg job? Or is it a ranking on pool? Here we go. Two elimination matches between the top 4 bottom-ranked teams in South America: Brazil and Paraguay, Chile and Colombia. The winner moved on to join Uruguay in round 2. Round 2 decided the winners of the North American region, Canada versus USA. The winners of the South American region, the 2021 America's Rugby Championship. The winning side, USA. Oh, so USA did beat Canada this time. God, they play so much. USA and Uruguay progressed to America's 1 and decided to earn the right to qualify for the World Cup as America's 1. They lost. The runner-up of the regional matches advanced to the America 2 repecharge match, and the winner of the repecharge playoff match progressing to the Americas 2 playoff against the loser of the Americas 1. Oh my God, that's so confusing. Right, okay, here we go, lads. This is what I want. Right. Chile and Colombia was cancelled. Okay? Right. Brazil smoked Paraguay. Regional deciders. Uruguay won that. Chile went through. Brazil are out. Right. Okay, so they advanced to round 3 and 4. So it goes on for a while. So, wow. Oh, that is a two-match tie. Okay? 59-50 on aggregate. That's crazy. So Canada won the first match. USA won the second. So, round 2B. This is how bullshit this is, Finn. I mean, come on. North America won advance. The United States to round 3 to earn the right to compete for America's 1. The runner-up, Canada, progresses to America's 2 repechage playoff to face South America 2. Chile, who advances to the final stage. Oh, my God. So USA played Uruguay, and again, they won sneakily like Canada did, but got pumped in the second on the away leg. Chile beat Canada on aggregate. Uruguay beat USA. And so they both gone. The runner-up, by default, got a second chance by moving to round 5, America's 2 playoff. Uruguay qualified as America's 1. Right, so that was USA's first chance. They lost to Uruguay after beating Canada. Okay? You keeping up? Because this is bloody confusing. Chile and Canada. So Canada's gone. Okay, Canada's gone. Right, so they lost to Chile. Wow. That was a bit of an upset, wasn't it? Look at that. Sneaked it at home. Smoked away. So Canada's gone, and Chile went to the next round because that was a repechage. Oh! And Chile beat America. So Chile qualified for the World Cup. So America lost to Uruguay in a direct qualifier. Then USA lost to Chile as a direct qualifier. So where did Portugal come into this? Okay, so the loser, United States, advanced to the final qualification tournament as America's 3. Far out. Okay, let's have a look at that. Right, so what happened here? Asia Pacific, don't matter. Here we go. Round 1. Final qualification tournament. So one team goes through. They play each of the other teams once. I'm still trying to see how this tie benefited Portugal. So that's how Portugal and USA met. Okay. I wondered how, because you got 2 different qualification areas, don't you? Like Portugal and America, massively different. First meeting between the 2 nations, USA smashed Kenya. Portugal smoked Hong Kong. Portugal smoked Kenya 85-0. Wow. They look good. Appleton, I've heard a lot about him. USA smoked Hong Kong. Okay, so round 3, Hong Kong beat Kenya. No one cares. And this one. Okay, so it was the first draw. But it doesn't say why. Paul Williams refereed that. Angus Gardner refereed Hong Kong versus Kenya. So it says they had a tiebreaker. Was it points differential? It must just be points differential, Finn. I can't think of any other reason why it would be anything. What is the tiebreaker? Must be points differential, right? Because bonus points are the same. It must be points differential. Yeah, Finn, you're right. Or it's points for. Some of them do tries scored or points for. They beat them on that as well. That must... Okay, why don't we do this? Damn it. Okay, here we go. Does it tell us what a tiebreaker is? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Here we go. Oh, okay. What's this? Oh, this is World Cup. No. We don't care about that. This is World Cup. Okay, there's something on Reddit here. This will be interesting. The guy should have really explained what the ace in the pack was in the story. Yeah. Someone in here says something about a tiebreaker. Okay, doesn't really say. No, he doesn't explain what his tiebreaker is. And this doesn't explain it either, which is not great. That's for the actual World Cup. Okay, not actually about the qualification. Is there anything on here? Hang on. We'll find tiebreaker. So it goes further than this. Does this explain it? Where's the final? Here we go. This is it. Here we go. Full details, Finn. This will be it, right? Final. Oh, fuck's sake. You guys suck, World Rugby. You absolutely suck. So there's no real explanation as to why. Why there was, or what the tiebreaker was. Jose Lemus earns 50th cap for a draw with a result. Portugal win with a result. USA miss. It doesn't say. It really does not say. Crazy. And this is the references. This. Which is no information. Full detail is this. Crazy. That's crazy, man. So yeah, what I did, well, hang on, what if we go, this isn't going to work. Oh, that's football. Oh, rugby. On the basis of... we might have an answer, Finn. We might have an answer. It says on the basis of... oh, don't tell me I have to read it. Here we go. Scoring differential! Yay! We did it, Finn. We found it. It's points differential. Oh, man. All right, there we go. So, oh, that other page is gone now. They qualified on points differential. That's it. That was the tiebreaker. Thanks, Rugby World Cup. Thanks, World Rugby. Jesus Christ, that was difficult. Oh, well, we got there in the end. Far out. Okay. Now that we made it through there. It seems like a lot. How can they make sure USA qualifies? Well, I mean, they got enough chances, didn't they? I mean, they got all those chances. I've closed them now. They got all those chances to beat Uruguay to qualify, to beat Chile to qualify, and then that league where they just had to beat Portugal in that last game to qualify. Effectively, that last game was a winner-take-all. They drew, and points differential saw them out. So, far out. They had 3 one-game chances to qualify for the World Cup. 3. It's enough, right? There's enough backup chances where it's like, well, you didn't make it this time, but you survived going to this. Canada, they lost to the USA and they lost to Chile, wasn't it? And they were just gone. Just gone. That's it. They didn't go to a repechage, probably because they'd already lost to USA. So the fact that USA won that first two-legger gave them an extra piece of life, I guess. It's interesting, eh? It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. But yeah, they did all they could. But hey, fair play to Portugal. They did what they needed to get there, right? And they got that win. And that's what they needed. So you can't argue with that at all. Right, what other games we got here for this opening weekend? We've done Australia and Georgia. I think Australia's going to struggle their way through, but I think they're going to win. I think their backs will win it for them. Just. Then we've got these two. Oh, and we've got these two as well because it's Monday. We've got 4 games left. England, Argentina. What do you guys reckon about this one? I reckon England are going to struggle to beat the Argentinians. I have got Argentina to win this one by 4 points, mainly because I think that they are going to roll them in the pack. The Argentinians got the back line to do it. They've got the structure. They've got the expertise. They've got the excitement. They've got the players. They've got the talent to score tries. They beat Australia. I think Australia are probably nudging over England as well. But yeah, Argentina for me on this one. Big players, big games. It's a full-strength team. England is struggling. Jack is going to hate me in the chat. But who do you think's going to win that one, Jack? Sure, buddy. I got Argentina by 4. What do you reckon who's going to win that, Jack? What's the score going to be? How much are England going to win by, do you think? Oh, I have to stream that game now. It's 7 o'clock Sunday. Yeah, I'll be up for that one. We'll be getting up for that one for sure. Won't bother with these 3. I might watch that one. We aren't bums. What's the score? How much are England going to win by? I think you're going to get done in the pack. Argentina's going to boss you around the pack. Set piece, mauls. Montoya's going to get a hat-trick. England are going to kick penalties. I mean, you lost to Fiji, dude. Come on. Argentina beat Australia. Now, that's not a huge, it's not a huge pump up, but what's your score? How much England? How much England by? You get pummeled in the forwards. So you're going to see very little territory. You're going to see very little possession. The Argentinian backs are quality. Match up player to player. England by 12. Wow. Player to player. Argentina. Where is it? Player to player. Let's go. Tell me who wins. Okay, here we go. They're side by side. This is perfect. Tell me who wins this. Jack? Right, player to player. Front row, Genge, George and Cole versus Gallo, Montoya and Cadella. I'll give that to the Pumas. Alimalo and Navanini. Yeah, every day. Atolje's good. But no, I'll give that to the Pumas. Back row, Pumas all day. I don't care what England puts out that back row. The Pumas got that. No one's beating up, especially Matera and Gonzalez are phenomenal. So, Bertino smokes Mitchell. Maybe they'll get it over with 4-10. Atolje's class, yeah. But we've not seen Alimalo and Lavanini. They'll probably break his neck and get sent off, but that'll be the end of his World Cup. You maybe give them a Tolje, but I wouldn't give them over the locks. You love Sam Lewis. Thanks, Jackal. Sam will be back on Monday. The 2 Carreras boys. I mean, Matteo Carreras is going to be... you see? That's the thing. I can tell you what, Matera... Kramer's just a bully. Matera and Gonzalez are spectacular. You know Pablo Matera. Come on, everyone knows Pablo Matera. He's class. And that forward pack, Montoya is a monster. Set piece time, they will be locked in. The back line though, midfield, I may give it to you on midfield. Lucio Cinti is quality. Chocolades may struggle against Tuolagi, but maybe that's why they've picked Chocolades as a bigger player than they normally go for De La Fuente at 12. So maybe they've gone with a bit more size on size. Boffelli and May, you're going to have, Boffelli. He may struggle for pace against May. Malia and Stewart, yep, like for like. Yeah, really. The backline's pretty equal. Although, I think Mateo Carreras is a guy that can really he'll be up against May. I'm going the wingers the wrong way. Okay, that's a matchup, actually. Carreras and May, they've nailed that. Because they are both, Carreras is rapid. Boffelli against Daly, you've got two very similar players that will probably... Daly will look to go more into midfield as a winger. Would that be a fair statement? He'll look to play more 12 or 10 or cover through midfield than actually sit out on his wing like a normal winger would. I think Boffelli and him are similar in that stance. I think Boffelli will try and cover fullback a lot more. Malia will come into the back line a lot more as an attacking player and swap around. What happened to Arundel? Arundel? I've forgotten his name. Daly is better at I'd have him more of a midfielder as well. But they've gone with the size sort of thing, haven't they? Have Marchant and Tuolangi, but I think the Pumas can match that up. Defensively, they're pretty solid. Fullbacks, Malia's been out since he smoked Grant Williams. But I think, he's a good player regardless. I don't know. I think Argentina match up here. Argentina match up more than you probably would like to think. Tell me, Jack, as an England expert, where do you think this English team has it over Argentina? What position? What area? What players do you think give them the biggest advantage over Argentina? Because if I look at it, I'd say the pack. The pack for me in Argentina gets it over England. The front row and the back row. The locks, that one's a bit of a close one. But I think the pack, the front row, the back row, Montoya and Cordella especially, Matera and Gonzalez, we just better. Oh, I can't wait for this game. Jack, you better be in the chat, dude, on was it Monday morning? Because this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a grudge. This is going to be a grudgy. This is going to be a grudgy for sure. Can't wait. Can't wait for Lucio Cinti to tear a ribbon. Absolutely destroy it. Matera's going to rip you to pieces. That's the thing. You know more about the English team. I know more about the Argentinian team. So we're both doing the same sort of thing. We're both going like, well, I know this team better. I know this guy's class and he's going to control the game for you. So it's see, I don't know anything about Alex Mitchell, whereas you're saying he's the best 9 in their team. So yeah. Bench, though. What about the bench? Who's England got on the bench? Marla, Theo Dan, Marla Stewart, Martin, Ludlam, Kerr, Smith, Lawrence. Okay. I don't think they're full of bums. I just think they're not as good as they were. I think Atolje's class. Genge and George, I think, are very good players. I think Dan Cole might be a bit past it. Laws is a back rower. I don't think he's got the... He's a good running ball carrying a player, but I still see him more as a lock. So are you losing something where they're going to go with more of a Matera who's more of a 7? So you got a Fetcher at 6 for Argentina. You've got an absolute monster of a bully who would even monster Laws and Claimer, and Gonzalez is a versatile, speedy but powerful number 8. Elliot Daly. Yeah, I agree with what you said. I think he's better in the midfield. I think he might be a bit found out in the wing. I think Tuolagi is just... It's not 1995 anymore or 2005. Go away. Marchant was crap when he played here in Super Rugby. So that goes on him. Johnny May's rapid. Good finisher. So he'll be dangerous. And Freddie Stewart's a good quality fullback. I don't doubt he's great as well. But they have no out-and-out superstar game breaker. Whereas Pablo Matera gets his hairs up, you're in for a long day at the office. Lucio Cinti can create wine from water. Boffelli is a game breaker in more ways than one. What do you think about Tuolangi? I just don't think he's at that same stage. I mean, surprise me all you like. We'll see on Monday, but there's a lot of pressure on that midfield. That's going to be like South Africa, crash and burn. Just straight through the middle. Blow people up. Don't give a crap. Just go straight and forward. I think a lot of people just want England to lose as well. I think they're in a tough pool. I think they'll still get through. I think they'll still go through. They'll go through with Argentina. I think they'll smoke. They got Samoa and Japan, right? So I still think they'll go through that easy. Where's it gone? So you look at the pool. They're going to go through easy. They're not going to lose to Japan. Samoa will give them a bit of trouble, but I think Samoa will give Argentina trouble as well. But I think they'll both beat them. I think they'll go Argentina 1, England 2. And I mean, Samoa, Japan, they played earlier and it was very close. So, yeah, that one could go either way. I think the one we were going to get a shock is here. I think one of Wales and Australia aren't going to qualify. That's the one I think we're going to get the shock. And I do think, long and short, Scotland, I would love to see Scotland go through, but I don't think they will. I think South Africa will top that. They just look too strong in depth. But yeah, it's good to hate on England. It's fun. It's fun. It's absolutely great fun. But I'm still going for Argentina. Still going for Argentina. Once again, win the forward battle, win the set piece, let the backs finish the job. That's what I think they've got it. That's a settled team. They've played a lot of good rugby this year. They pushed South Africa in one of their matches, like to the point of, I think it was 1 point. They lost to the Springboks. I mean, build up results. England struggled against a really average Welsh team twice. Lost to Fiji. Doesn't look great for them. Sure, their win where they lost all their players was actually probably their best performance because they still won despite being down, but then it was against Wales. How much do you take from that? It's hard to take too much from that. So, based on that, Montoya's just going to get the first try. Saving yourselves. Well, yeah, okay. We'll see. Sunday morning, dude, 7 o'clock. I want to see you around. I want to see you right here. Saving yourself for the World Cup. I want to see you right here, dude. Ready to go. And the last game is on Sunday. Sunday night, actually. Okay, so it's technically part of Monday's games. Japan and Chile. I think Japan will win this one. It'll be good to see Chile play. But, yeah, Japan all over us. Better team. Not in a great build-up. Chile will test them. But I think these minor teams are going to fall off. They're going to start off with a hiss and a roar, and then they're going to fall off a little bit. We'll see how they manage to keep up. Chile, though, I mean, look how they got here. We just saw beating USA to the punch, making their way into the World Cup. So they're not a completely down-and-out team, but I think this is one now Japan will win by 10 or so points and go from there. Last two games, these are massive. Where's the Welshmans in the chat? We had some earlier. But Fiji, do you really think you're going to beat Fiji? I know they've lost Caleb Muntz, but still. This is make or break for the Fijians right here. Win this game, they are on their way to upsetting that pool. Lose this game, and they're probably not. This is a big one. I don't think Fiji will beat Australia. I think they could beat Wales. What will really screw them over if Wales beat Australia? Which could happen. I think we're going to end up in a situation here where Wales, Australia, and Fiji are all going to end up on the same points. Fiji beat Wales? I thought you'd have some faith in your Welsh neighbours, Jack. What the hell, man? What do you think about Scotland? Your Scottish neighbours. Up against South Africa, I think they're going to get done. I'd love to see them win, but I don't think they are going to compete with the Springbok style of rugby. I think if they've got a chance at doing anything, they'll have to do it against Ireland. A team that they are used to playing. They know how to play. They've played them time and time again. That's how they're going to win this game. Oh, that's how they're going to win the pool, I should say, or get out of the pool. That's the way they've got to do it. I don't think they're going to do it against South Africa. I think South Africa are going to be too strong for both of those teams throughout this World Cup. Injuries excluded, of course. That's going to be the big one. If they can keep injury-free, but Welsh be not supporting them. Fair enough. Again, look at the build-up. Pretty poor. Pretty poor. So, Fiji's had great build-up. They won every game of the Pacific Nations Series. They beat England. I'm not even considering the referees. Still, I'm not even considering referees and bunkers and all that shit. Not even considering it. Because who the hell knows? Really, who the hell knows? That literally, you're playing with a roulette wheel then. If you try and consider that stuff, you just don't know who's going to have a brain fart. You just don't know. Yeah, exactly, Jack. It just takes one. I mean, again, we can go back to England and Argentina. It just takes Lavanini to get a little bit hot-headed, smoke Owen Farrell, smoke him around the chops, get a red card, and, I mean, England cruise home. It just takes one. But then on the flip side, it takes, well, Farrell won't be playing, will he? Oh, damn it. Somebody else smoke him. The point still stands. It just takes Lavanini to hook someone. George Ford running through a little gap. He's gone. And they'll struggle. They'll struggle with 14 men. So, yeah, I think England's a bit more adept to playing with the lesser players. So, as in the lesser numerical amount of players. They've had a lot of practice. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, yellow cards, red cards are going to decide a lot in these matches. So it's easy to predict if it's 15 on 15, how it will go. I mean, Fiji could lose a couple of players too, but their discipline has been very good in the build-up. So I hope that South Africa-Scotland game's close. I do want to watch both of these games, actually. I think they are both going to be worthy of getting up for. South Africa, Scotland, and Wales, Fiji. So we'll see how we go. Whether we stream them both or not, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, they're going to be cracking games. Decisive games. Paul talks about how there's not many games that mean much. But I mean, I look at this first round. Okay, that doesn't mean much. But I think that means a lot. I think that means a lot. I think that means a lot. We could go through this whole lot. That means a lot. That could mean a lot. That is going to be massive. That's going to be a decent game. That's going to be huge. I mean, we're going through the whole thing now. That could be interesting. Not so much. That could be interesting. That could be maybe. I want to see the Samoans' first game to see how they're going to play. Samoa versus any of those three. Japan, England, Argentina could be interesting. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. And that's about it. There's a lot of interesting games. So now here you can just discount these as all like, there's only 6 important games. There's a stack. There's a stack of important games. So you can't just call it out like that. I don't think anyway. Fiji to win. South Africa to win. Japan to win. Argentina to win. There we go. That's my picks. Cut that bit out and make a video out of it. There you go. That's all you need to do. That's the job. Wow. Right. It all starts tomorrow. You know it all starts tomorrow. Oh, we've just got a message from Mr. Brett. What's the Brett man up to? His voice is very hit and miss. Oh, the dude. What's he got in mind? I can't even remember what I was going to do with him. I'm going to do something. I've got a lot to do today, actually. We've got to get all these games set and ready to go. So, Jesus, we're almost going 3 hours. Crazy, crazy, what a morning. But there we go. There's my predictions. There's my Rugby World Cup Round 1 predictions. Tell them good luck from us. Who's that, Brett? Don't worry, I'll do all the talking. As always. There's so many games that it's so crazy close. Chop chop. What are you chopping? Well, we'll get you the bloody red card in a minute if you keep that behaviour up. Get the red card out of here. Gone. Off to the sin bin. TMO call. Offensive behaviour. I'm kind of looking forward to that a bit more now. It's got a bit of testiness on it. And I am looking forward to that too. I think that's going to be a good game. Such contrasting styles Monday morning. So now we've got to work out where do we sleep. You have shit to do in 19 hours. That's all right. I need a scene. No, I've made a scene. It's a shit scene. It's going to be half and half. Stat sheet. That's all we need. That's all we need. That's it. That's all we need. Find a live score. That's it. I actually have got to record these matches. We're going to have matches coming out as well. Matches of the day. Match of the day 1. Match of the day 2. Ooh, that'll be for you, Jack. That'll be AI. We'll see how that goes. Match of the day. Crap. I was going to do that one. That will be a good one too. Vladimir Mata, opening try scorer. Mark that down in your calendars. That'll happen. I've actually gone opening try scorer for the teams I think are going to win on every match. Probably not smart. Probably not smart. Not smart at all. All right. I think I might call it there. I need a beverage. Actually, need something better than water. And prepare some videos for the weekend. Yes, yes. Now that I have a voice back of some resemblance, it's so nice having a voice back. So good. And prepare for tomorrow morning. We were going to be here and on Discord. So if you want to tune in and watch along the game with us, Discord and here on YouTube or on Twitch, we can tune in together. Should be good. Looking forward to the World Cup kicking off. Yeah, and we can go from there. That's going to be me. That's going to be me. The typical good old getting pumped by France. Yeah, well, possibly. What's your pick for that, Jack? I've rubbed your team into the ground. What do you reckon is going to happen? Do you reckon France... I reckon France could... Yeah, I was going to change my team after I saw the All Blacks side. I was like, I don't think that All Blacks team's good enough. I don't like Papali'i. Anton Lienert-Brown's not played in the All Blacks for ages. France could win it. But then France are missing Dante. France are missing Intermac. France are missing Cyril by. France by 6, yeah. I wouldn't argue with you, man. Honestly. I wouldn't argue with you. I was contemplating changing. I was contemplating, but you know what you never do? You never back down on your initial decision. So you make that call first. You stick with it. I don't know. I kind of want France to win because I want the World Cup to be epic. I want the French natives to get behind the game, behind the tournament. I want the stadiums to be packed. I want there to be amazing atmosphere. And I know there'll be a lot of Englishmen travelling. There'll be a lot of Welshmen, a lot of Scotsmen, a lot of Irishmen travelling because it's so quick and easy to get there. And I know there'll be people from Australia. There'll be South Africans. There'll be people from New Zealand going. There'll be atmosphere. There'll be crowds. But I think the key part is France having a massive contribution to it. So if that can happen, then that win will galvanise the crowd support. Because if they get happy about France winning, then they're going to go to Italy versus Namibia, aren't they? They're going to be like, crap, that rugby was great. Let's go to another game. There'll be Italians going again. It's not very far. So, yeah, that's why I think France winning that game. That's why I think normally they have, like last year, it was Japan versus Russia. They're always going to win that. The opening game is always against small teams. This is the first time I ever remember two heavyweights of a pool going at it in the opening game. It's great for the game, but I think they're always going to sell out the game. It's the opening game of the Rugby World Cup. Opening ceremony, who cares who they're playing? It doesn't really matter. It's going to be massive. So, I'm... yeah, intrigued at why they went with such a massive game to start. I really, really am. But yeah, I think we'll save some voice for tomorrow morning. And we can always chat about this crap during the games as well, because I'm not going to be like sitting here constantly commentating on the game. We're just going to be talking about it. So you guys want to come by and chat and talk and have some conversations, thoughts about things and calls and decisions, and yeah, let us know. Come join. Come join. I'll be probably here from like 6:30, so about half an hour, 30, 40 minutes before the game starts. Try to be, so we can get settled in and get ready for the game. That's the plan. 19 hours to go. About ready to go. Right, I'm going to save my voice and save some content for the weekend as well. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let me know your thoughts in the comments when it goes into a video as well. What you think about the Play to the Whistle little segment. And I'll be quite happy to do it every other time. But we're back. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. And, well, yeah, I'm definitely going to be here tomorrow morning. I'll definitely be here Sunday morning. Don't know if I'll do that. Don't think I'll do that. And I'll definitely be here Monday morning. So, if you do want to hang out, join the watch party for the World Cup games. Join the Discord. We can share it on there. And do the live stream, talk some crap, watch the game. So come join us. Hopefully it'll be fun. Hope you enjoyed today. I've got stuff to edit. I've got stuff to record. And I hope you enjoy this content for the World Cup that's coming out. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks all you supporters. You guys rule. And I'm going to make some more cups for you. If we can get one more, I can make another little emoji. Or emote for something. I'm not actually sure what for. But that's a bit of a target. We'll see if we can get that on the during the World Cup. We will see you tomorrow, Jack. Sunday, though. Monday. Sunday. That's the one. Good luck for today. Are you working today, Dills? Or are you off today? You're working, aren't you? You start about now. Well, screw the Warriors. Sean Johnson's injured. No one cares. We'll see how that goes. See how the Warriors go. I'll be in touch with you. Dills will... we'll sort some shit out. And I'll see you all tomorrow morning. He's at work. He's at work watching a stream. Oh, to live the life. Good for some. I'm going to get a beverage because I'm thirsty. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Have a good day. Have a great day. And I'll see you for the World Cup tomorrow morning. Get some sleep. We're going to need it. Got to push the right button now. Oh, it's been fun. It's been fun. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.